Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki. And today, I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at naughtylove2020@gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable. And please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Hey, you guys. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening to my naughty crew. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to my channel, Naughty Love Movement. It's your host, Nikki, bringing you the latest and trending topics. And I vlog my life, and there's so much going on, y'all. I'll fix the title later. That's just how we want it tonight. Okay. I hope everybody had a blessed day. I had a blessed day, but it was just very, very busy. I'm just glad work is over. All right. As you guys are loading up, make sure you hitting that like button. Yes, get our likes up so we can get in the algorithm. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Like the video. That's a free way of supporting the channel. Okay. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Yes. Get those subscribers up. All right. And comments. Please leave comments. All opinions are welcomed here. We respect everybody's opinion. And I like to hear people's different perspectives. Also, guys, make sure you're subscribing to my backup channel. Okay. We'll get something going over there eventually. But yeah, make sure you're subscribing. Want to get monetized over there. And to all my day one subs, love my naughty crew. To all my new subs, love you too. Okay. All are welcome, 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 welcome. Yes. Hope everybody is doing well. There's so much going on in these trending topics. I know one of the things I wanted to get into is basketball wives. Yeah. Hey, Toya. Basketball wives. Okay. I didn't know both of them were starting at the same time. Sheesh. Or maybe I'm behind. I don't know. But I saw the new one. Basketball Wives Orlando. Got some opinions about that. Okay. I got some opinions about the OG Basketball Wives too. Okay. Because they just as messy as ever. Like they trying too hard for me. Okay. We also going to get into King Harris going viral with his interview. Oh my God. I just don't even get why people are like up in arms about this. But It's out there. We want to talk about it. We want to touch on like Israel is under fire. They got attacked. They got attacked. They are under fire. It's serious things going on in Israel. I'm just like, what? I couldn't believe it. And United States is broke. Israel is supposed to be one of our allies or whatever. And yeah, like I got some opinions about that too. Okay, because America is broke. Whether y'all want to believe it or not, like the sooner people accept it, the better off we'll be. Okay. And then we want to touch on some Zeus Christian rock drama briefly, like, because that's all I got the patience for. They all speaking out. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop this intro. We're gonna come back and do roll call, and we're gonna dive right into our trending topics, Naughty Crew. Thank you all for joining. Yes, you guys. Thank you all for joining. Shout out to Latoya for becoming a Naughty Crew member. Yes. Love you, sis. I appreciate you always, for sure. She's always supporting me, and I love her opinions and her thoughts and everything and her perspective, for sure. You know what I mean? Let me say hi to some of my peeps, okay? Hey, Jayla. How you doing? Hey, Miss Bugs. All right. Yes, please get that yes. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. Don't be stingy with your girl, okay? I love when my naughty crew be interacting. Hey James, what's going on, King? Okay. My kings and queens came out tonight. Hey Felicia D, what's going on, girl? Yeah, oh Fifi. Hey Fifi, girl. Love you long time. Yes. Hey Shay B, what's going on? Bright eyes. Good evening to all of you. Yes. Thanks for showing some love to your girl. Okay, like life is just life, I'm sure for all of us. So let's just get our mind off of it for a little while and talk about what's going on out here in the world. Okay, because things are unhinged and going crazy. And before we get into it, don't forget to support the channel. Okay, don't forget to support the channel. All these things help the channel to grow. We take Cash App, Super Chat, all that. Okay. And I appreciate all my members. I do. Thank y'all for joining me. So the first way I want to get into it, because this real quick, 'cause I can't even understand why people just be playing in our faces or whatever. I want to touch on Tasha K. All right, people saying that she lost in bankruptcy court to Cardi B. I swear people just be trying to spin a story, and I just, for the life of me, don't get it. Okay. Tasha K knew that with her bankruptcy that she wasn't going to be able to include the lawsuit. She knew this going in. And she been said like she had to file bankruptcy to get, rid of her debt, basically. I'm sure she got a lot of overhead. How come I don't see it here? Is it that? So I don't understand why this went viral. Like somebody explain it to me because like I knew it, like she said it. She had to get her dead down. So I don't understand how people are spinning it like, oh, she lost. No, I don't know. Maybe I'm understanding the story wrong. Maybe I'm understanding the story wrong. Let me see. So Tasha K loses bankruptcy case against Cardi B. Word on the curb, Tasha K, whose real name is whatever, has lost her bankruptcy case against Cardi B after Tasha K published false information about the rapper on her YouTube channel. Those lies have cost Tasha K millions of dollars. She has never made, and she will be giving it to Cardi B and her children as she tries to make up for it with her content. All right. See, look, on October 2nd, Cardi B filed a motion asking the judge overseeing Tasha K's frivolous bankruptcy case to determine that the judgment is not dischargeable. It's unclear if Tasha K gave up the fight against Cardi B or not. But Tasha K's attorney did not contest the motion. In court last Thursday, Tasha K's attorney, Julia Osmolia of Van Horn Law Group, informed the court that the only remaining issue was determining who's responsible for paying Cardi B the $500,000 she won in punitive damages. Tasha K or Cardi B or Kibi Studios. So as of October, let me see, after Cardi B began garnishing money from Tasha K YouTube channel, Tasha K quickly sought relief from the bankruptcy court in May and filed the baseless Chapter 11 claim in order to halt the garnishment. However, as of Thursday, October 5th, the 5th, she could no longer avoid paying the rapper. So yeah, but I always understood it like Cardi B, it wasn't it, her lawsuit was not in question about the bankruptcy. I think she found bankruptcy to get rid of all that debt so she can afford to pay Cardi B back. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think about this. I got you, girl. Like, okay, girl. Call me in the afternoon, late afternoon. Let me know what y'all think about this. Cause to me, yeah, T. Mm-hmm. Oh, y'all, yeah, we still waiting on student loan forgiveness. Exactly. Y'all talk about the student loan. Y'all crazy. Says me either. I'm Uncle John. Whoever else to go to Ukraine, yo. Either. The government is broke. Oh, okay. Y'all over Tasha K. I know, but my point is like people tried to spin it like, oh, she lost this and that, whatever. Like I've been knew the lawsuit wasn't included in the bankruptcy case. Like it's been clear early on that whether she filed bankruptcy or not, she's still gonna be responsible for that bill. So that's what I don't understand. Like people just be trying to stretch a story. It's crazy. It is crazy. Oh, so from Real Housewives of Potomac, Mia and her husband are getting a divorce. Chill. Well, her husband was speaking out. Did y'all see Gordon speaking out? Yeah, Mia had one job. Mia had one job. She had one job. Shout out to the Jasmine brand.
to satisfy all your needs. I want you to know that I am okay with you finding what you need elsewhere. I only have two rules. One is don't give me a reason to look for it. Secondly, keep the kids out of it. As long as you'll do that, I'm fine. Now, what really aggravates me through all of this is that I've given her permission, but yet she still chooses to sneak around, chooses to lie, chooses to continually change her story about what's going on and why she's leaving me and this, that, and the other, and actually not even telling me why. What she's told me, well, she's told me that this guy's her soulmate. I said, well, hey, you can have the best of both worlds. I've said you can come a time when I probably won't be able to satisfy all your needs. I want you to know that I am okay with you finding what you need elsewhere. I only have two rules. One is don't give me a reason to look for it. Secondly, keep the kids out of it. As long as you'll do that, I'm fine. Now, what really aggravates me through all of this is that I've given her permission, but yet she still chooses to sneak around, chooses to lie, chooses to continue. Someone just don't make it public. Be careful and don't involve the kids. Well, she still sneaks, she was still sneaking around and thinking I didn't know. I mean, I see the phone records. I
We
pay the
all know
phone
she
bills.
is.
My name's on the account. I see. And I see the calls at 2 o'clock in the morning and the times when I'm away from home and all those kinds of things. So I knew what was going on. But she made the choice, I guess, to choose him over me. I do agree that Mia married me for my money and the future that she thought I could provide. Yeah, I absolutely believe her leaving me now is tied to the fact that I don't have access to assets and my funds are limited at this point in time, that she now has access to funds. And this guy that she's seeing, she believes has access to funds. And I think she's leaving me for that reason. She's mentioned that they're going to be buying a house together and doing businesses together and other kinds of things together, which tells me that the interest is based on my see someone, just don't make it public. Be careful and don't involve the kids. Well, she's still
Right, okay, because we know she married him for his money. Okay, we discussing Mia from Real Housewives of Potomac, her husband getting a divorce. Gordon spoke out, and he's like, "No, I was okay with an open situation, but we all know Mia's a liar, and she won't go to the highest bidder because she got to keep up with all that plastic surgery." Child, hey Fed, hey Shabby. Ah, yes, big foot, big lips, big like child. Want to pop her with a pen? Yes, Mia is a gold digger. So I'm not even surprised at this. I'm not surprised at this divorce because that's why I think she was lashing out on the show so much because she was unhappy in her marriage. And maybe that's why she was doing that to her best friend. Ooh, child. I'm gonna talk about basketball wives, okay? Did y'all watch? Which one did y'all watch? Did y'all watch Orlando or um or the original LA one? I want to talk about basketball. Why? I'll tell you what I do like about the I believe it's the LA one, the fact that they're including WNBA players. I love that. I'm starting to see the support for the WNBA to grow more and more. I love it. It's I just like that they're growing now and they're mixing it up. But there's some drama on Basketball Wives, okay? I was like, oh, first of all, I love that Megan James is on it, okay? I've been following Megan from the Bad Girls Club, all right? And she was also on another show with the BMF head, like female. They had like a little show, Tonisha or something like that. Okay, all right. So I did watch Orlando. I watched both. Okay, and I have opinions about both. I'm gonna drop the link just in case somebody want to just come up and comment about what they saw, just in case anyone saw it. And one of my subs, Essence, she wanted to kind of review it or whatever. But I love Megan James. So the scene opens up with Megan James and Shawnee. And Shawnee just based straight shooter, like make sure you preserve your energy because you don't know what's been going on prior to you getting here. And Shawnee is just gonna kind of like network Megan into the Orlando scene. She moved from LA to Orlando or whatever. So Megan decides to plan a brunch for the ladies so they could sit down and get to know each other. Well, two of the ladies, who was it? Ashley, what's her name? Ashley and Morgan. They beefing, child. Apparently, so they were friends, and Morgan found out Ashley was bringing women around her husband and kind of facilitating cheating. So that led to the basic demise of their friendship. Well, they got to Megan's what do you call it? Luncheon or whatever, and it almost got physical, okay? But Ashley, you could tell or excuse me, Morgan has like this extreme dislike for Ashley. Okay. And I think I would too. Cause like, how could you call me your friend? Hey Felicia, how could you call me your friend? So this kind of changed the energy of Megan's thing, or brunch party or whatever you want to call it. The fact that they got into it or whatever. And it was over like nasty looks or something like that. I don't think that was the time or the place for anything. I think the ladies could have saved that for a private conversation or whatever, but it erupted. And as I started watching the show, I did like Neek. I like her. She's dating basketball player, and he has a baby mama or whatever. And she felt like the baby mother was trying to like throw her under the bus and stuff like that, and try to basically make her seem like a home wrecker or whatever. And the baby mom was there, but Nick kept it cute. You know what I mean? Hey Jayla, thank you so much for the super sticker. Nick kept it cute or whatever, and she just said she was going to plan a private conversation because she really wanted to clear the air. I'm really liking Neek so far. I really am. And so her and the baby mother did have the conversation, and it was mature. And Morgan, or excuse me, Neek said her intentions is to have a healthy blended family. They were able to get on common ground. And it from what it sounds to me, you know how men lie. He probably told Neek they were single. He was single, or that was his ex already, and he was still dipping and doing. And it was some overlapsation in their relationship. But they handled it like grown ladies. All right. So Mulan and Neek, because Mulan is a former WNBA player, and I think she's dating an NBA player. She was not at Megan's brunch or whatever. And Neek went to meet up with her to teach her to play basketball and to tell her about the brunch and how messy it was and stuff like that. So she filled her in. And so Mulan was like, okay, I'm planning like a golfing event. I think it was her that was planning the golfing event to have all the ladies join or whatever. And she also talked about the history of the beef. And she was like, between Ashley and Morgan. And she was like, that beef has been going on for so long. So hence the reason why I think Shawnee warned Megan or whatever. The ladies went to the golf event and things erupted. And what I found out, this Ashley chick is very messy. So Morgan was the first one Ashley has done this with. She did it to another woman in the group, setting up her man with women and stuff like that. And so only one of the ladies at the table, she was like, am I the only one friends with Ashley? I feel weird. And she was like, I think I'm gonna remove myself or whatever. And so they was like, no, no. Like, but at the end of the day, just is how we feel. Bottom line, guys, I'm interested. I'm giving it a couple of episodes to see if I'm gonna keep following it. Hey Nana. Yeah, men do lie. They lie all the time. Yeah, women lie too. Thank you, Toya. That's right. Hit that like button. So overall, I'm interested to see what's going to happen next week. So the episode ends with Ashley and Morgan having a sit down, and apparently, like Ashley has befriended Morgan's ex that she's divorced from, and his girlfriend and stuff like that. And Morgan sat down like, "Yo, straight up, why are you contacting my ex, keeping problems going? Like, I found out in the divorce, everything was revealed, how you were bringing women around my man and this and that. So I'm like, she's like, I don't trust you. She was going in. And Ashley did not like the aggressive tone she had with her. So she decided to walk away. But Morgan ultimately went out there and talked to her again. She was like, look, I'll stop contacting all of them. She was like, yeah, because it's weird. Like, how are we going to coexist in this group and you still doing snake stuff? She liked to throw stones and hide her hand. So I left the episode like, Ashley is messy. Okay. Ashley is messy. Ashley, that's this low down dirty. Like, you friends with these ladies and you bringing other people into the mix. Like, that's ridiculous. It's disgusting. I say we should check it out and join. I wish Essence was in the bushes, okay? Like, because I know she has some thoughts. Now, as far as the OG, okay? Oh my gosh. Okay. I think it's a desperate attempt to keep the show going. And I wish like they mix it up. I mean, and they trying to mix it up, but it's just like, mm-mm, nope, nope. Like I like British, but I think she going to jail for frauding people. Brooke, I don't know. I don't know. That's the original one. What's the latest? I don't know. They trying, and I feel like so everybody has a new man. Okay, we know Evelyn got a new man, but Jennifer has a new man, and she's just so gullible. Jennifer, like she hardly know this man. She already smitten for him. You know what I mean? I already know that's going to be an issue because that's always like people judging your relationship or whatever. But she's saying she's very smitten. She's very smitten for this guy or whatever. I wish her the best, Jennifer. So the new is basketball wife. I can't remember her name. I didn't take notes down, but she got dark hair and she's like a go-getter in the industry. She's like one of them. how gangster basketball wives, I don't know, or whatever. And right off the bat, and I just feel like this was a desperate attempt to become relevant on the show. And she's talking about she is a bill collector and she robbed for her friends. So apparently Evelyn probably had some overlap station when she was going with the baseball player, and she going to approach her about it. What I don't respect about her is she told Jennifer first, so that just seemed calculated to me, because she probably thought Jennifer was gonna, oh guys, I gotta go get my peppers. They thought Jennifer was gonna I'm gonna take y'all with me, was gonna go run her mouth and tell Evelyn, but Jennifer and Evelyn not really that close no more after Jennifer was talking smack about her daughter or whatever. And that was just kind of the end. And if you ask me, Jennifer always been a snake towards Evelyn. Ever since she got with Chad Ochocinco, she was hating on that relationship. And I don't know if she really cared about Evelyn, but she always was talking behind her back. So I think old girl watched previous seasons and thought that Evelyn and Jennifer would be the easiest link. It was weird. But she got her behind handed to her. Evelyn, y'all know she gave it to her. Y'all let me know what I think. They all look for love in all the wrong ways. Look at Jennifer's track record. She was with a scammer. Then she was with Tim from Sweetie Pies, which I thought was thirsty. Okay, look at where he at. Hit. Yo, a blogger said it best, a YouTuber. Like, she was with Knock, Hips, and Scammer. Jennifer. Evelyn met her man on the show. I was like, oh my God, this is just a train wreck. This is just a train wreck. Jackie's still batshit crazy. I don't care what nobody say. Jackie is crazy, but she good TV. Just waiting for Gangsta Jackie to come out. So yeah, that's what I think. I think it's that they reaching, and then I mean, Brooke is all right with me. She's still grieving her daughter, naturally so. Hey Siri, let's let this heat up real quick. Let me see what these comments saying. I'm not getting no wings. I'm making stuffed peppers. Evelyn too looking for love in all around places. Michelle, yeah. She's a Jersey chaser, Evelyn, to me. She's a freaking Jersey chaser. But everybody's in new relationships, except for Jackie. You know, she love her man. Jackie is working on her fitness and stuff like that. Who else? And it just looks like Shawnee trying to stay out the way, okay? I don't know why they don't have the new people up there. It's crazy. But I like the Orlando one, period. So if I had to choose, I'll take the Orlando one. Because new faces, I think that's what I like. Mm. Turn this off. Ooh, I thought I had some clips for Basketball Lives. Let me see. Oh, please, child. I haven't watched in years either, Shay B. Okay. I wanted to see the new one or the Orlando one. I wanted to see if I would like it. And it was pretty decent. There seems to be some issues brewing, but I just think it's fake beef. Jennifer spoke on it because she spoke out. Let me. There's some fake beef. One of the girls spoke out, and I was like, I don't like internet gangsters. Mm. And that was before the episode. Let me see if I can find the clip. So eventually it's gonna heat up later in the season with LA. Between Brooke, Jennifer, and this other young lady, and she's a newbie. And I always feel like the newbies, they just be having something to prove. And like I said, the one chick, I was like, oh no. She tried to call Evelyn a home wrecker, but you know Evelyn, she ain't taking out. She called her right on out. But I was watching a bootleg version of Basketball Wives, so it cut off for me. So I didn't see the whole fight. So I'm not about to pay Paramount no money, okay? If you on one of my main ones, I'm not in the business of getting new streaming networks, okay? Girl, I cut back, Michelle, a lot because it's hard to keep up with all of that. A lot of the shows I just watch on the clips on the gram when they hit, and you just get all the highlights. Oh, Toya girl, you want to hook your girl out? That was up. I can't find it. I don't care. What she was saying wasn't even that important. Like this is fake beef to get the show trending. So here's Jennifer Thought.
So Clayana was
She
coming
was
for
on
you,
Way Up with
but I didn't
Angela
see her
Yee.
in the preview for the show. So what happened with that?
Yeah, so I think the new girls come on the show and they feel like they have to come at the OGs to maybe secure their position, be on
like
the
hip-hop.
next season. Yeah, it's so ridiculous because honestly, I was just trying to figure out where this girl even came from.
Mhm.
You have to think like these girls come on the show and it has to make sense to the audience. Like, who knows you? Who brought you on? Like, you can't just show up. That's like me just walking in the studio and I sit down, you're going to be like, where did you come from? So I think she had a issue with that allegedly. I don't know, but Clayana is a straight basket case, and I'm gonna let you guys see on the show how it plays out. But as you can see, she's not in the promos. She's in a couple episodes, and she gets X'd out.
Oh, well, nice summary. But previously, we saw.
Okay, and
for you.
that's a good way to sum up last night's episode. Okay, the newbies came for the OGs and they got their asses handed to them. Period. Okay, So that's my little summation of Basketball Wives, because I don't got time to be doing whole recaps and scene by scene. Y'all get the gist of what's going on, right? Oh yeah. But her getting that drink on her face, she a millionaire child for that drink. She made some millions off of that. I'm just saying. You talk about the husband with the knot on his head. Never. He ain't even that cute. Yo. He ain't even that cute, but she married him for the money, probably. Okay. All right. Next, let's get into King Harris. Okay. Let's get this over with. Because I used to watch the show, T.I. and Tiny. Okay. So recently, King Harris, and I even want to go for the young man looks because people trying to call him ugly and things like that. And that's just not right. Okay. Um, he was on the Stephen Knight show and he was asking questions or whatever. And King has some responses. I'm gonna let y'all hear it and then we want to go into some commentary about it. I'll give you my thoughts because it's ridiculous why this went viral. I don't know, but I guess he wanted to go viral. So, but this wasn't a surprise to me, and I'm gonna tell y'all why soon. Okay, here we go.
What do you feel like they got on you that they shouldn't have on you? Because I feel like with them probably seeing you grow up, they just got like, you can't be you.
Go.
Yeah, man, it's a lot about that TV show, man, that got people confused. Because I live with my grandma. You know, we'll go to the house on like a weekend. They'll say, hey, we shooting today. We need y'all at the house. They'll come get me from my grandma's house. And right after we done, when the cameras go off, I'm right back to my grandma's house.
Mm.
Yeah.
What do you feel like they got on you that they shouldn't have on you?
Okay, first of all, I watched the show, and I remember Tiny saying King stays with my mom a lot of the time. And it's just because he liked the attention from his grandma more. When you got big family with a lot of kids and blended, and sometimes that's not good for some of the kids. And King just preferred to live with his grandma. I don't think nothing wrong with that. But Tiny did say it on the show that he like. So this was not a surprise to me that he said that. But everyone wants to be all up in arms and this and that because it's Tiny and T.I.'s son. And like, it takes a village to raise kids. And sometimes some kids, like some environments aren't good. Like they're not getting the attention that they need. And what I think it was a case that King liked that spoiled grandma attention he got from his grandma. And I think it's simple as that. Because Tiny, they had all them kids, and then she had Aris and stuff like that. But a lot of their kids didn't live with them full time. Especially T.I. older kids. A lot of times they will just be there during filming time. Period. So, like, to me, it wasn't weird. People trying to like spin it, like what's going on and speculate and stuff like that. But Tiny Ben said it on the show that he stays with his mother for the longest time. And that is that on that. Period. People is funny. A lot of kids stay with their grandparents. Especially if you got their family is busy. You understand? Especially at that time. And maybe Tiny needed him to be over there because she was trying to help him develop his career and stuff like that as an artist. And I do know they were at odds. Like King and T.I. were at odds about his career. So he wanted the freedom of, developing his career the way he wanted to, not the way T.I. expected him to. Okay, Shaby used to watch it too. Yeah, it's not a big deal. There's nothing wrong with that. Exactly. The older kids always went back and forth. It was always a shared custody situation. So I may get that. You know what I mean? And maybe like when his older siblings was there, like he wanted his own space. That's a lie. And that's period. That was just my perspective. Now, maybe he got a little too spoiled because he was out here in these streets wilding. Okay, I did a video on that a while back or whatever, all his antics, but he finally calmed his tail down. Yeah, that too. He didn't want to go to school either. It's true. It's true. And so basically he wanted to stay with grandma because he probably had more freedom. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Tanya a sucker for King. And she just give in to him. I don't know, she feel bad because see, people always, and I think maybe he was affected by like his dad going to jail and stuff like that, and he probably lost respect for him because King is very smart. King is very smart. Exactly, he do. Yeah, he did calm down, but he was just going through natural young people learning pains. He's sensitive, and so he probably he very reactionary. He's very reactionary. Yo, rest in heaven, an old dirty B, old dirty bastard from Wu Tang Clan. Wu Tang has been touring. They've been doing a thing. Like I would love to see them in concert. Seriously, Method Man was just on Drink Champs this past weekend. I gotta finish that episode. But ODB's son carrying on a legacy, and I just think it's dope. Like shout out to ODB. I love how Wu Tang loved his son and keeps him a part of their show. And to keep his to keep ODB legacy going. ODB was a big deal. He had a different type of style. He looked just like his father. But shout out to Wu Tang for loving this young man and keeping him in the loop so he could stay out of trouble. I think it's dope. And he captures the very essence of his father. And I love it. I love it. And I hope he can eventually branch off into his own career. Oh yeah, Major is so cute. He's so smart too. So shout out to Wu Tang Clan. Rest in heaven, ODB. You are missed. I love it. Shout out to Judge Faith and her beautiful daughter. Her and Kenny Lattimore had a beautiful baby girl together. And it looks like she just turned 1. Gorgeous. And Kenny Lattimore is always posting him being a dad. Um, this is her new book from author the bestseller, dating and relationship book, Win at Love and Life: 5 Secrets to Attracting Healthy and Fulfilling Love. I think I want to check it out, Naughty Girl. I think I want to check it out. I love it. Wu Tang Clan ain't nothing. Wu Tang Clan ain't nothing. Isn't he so fine? Like Method Man is not just fine. Method Man is fine. Okay, like he get better with time too. Like married man, married man. Ah, you crazy, Toya. Ah, You crazy. Shout out to Judge Faith or whatever. I love her show because she always gives very good advice, but she's no nonsense. She's no nonsense. Oh, this Diddy is like, he finally working with Babyface. Like, he trying to put out all these good accolades that he's doing, I guess to deflect from what's going on or whatever. But he's working with Babyface on a new project dedicated to Kim Porter, you guys. I don't know. Naughty Crew. Like, I just. Mm,
That's
I just really
suspicious.
feel like.
That's weird.
Making this biopic, a love album, or something like that, all dedicated to Kim Porter. Hmm. Diddy better lawyer up and stop playing. He better lawyer up and stop playing. He better lawyer up and stop playing, because I don't know. So he's working with, but 50 Cent, my favorite troll, y'all. Y'all know 50 is my favorite troll. He started trolling Diddy. Shout out to Hollywood a lot, okay? He posted, damn. So Pop got lined up by Brother Love. LOL, time to lawyer up. Might get sticky. I love 50 Cent. 50 is my favorite troll. Of course. It's definitely suspicious. Yeah. Keep PD going, leverage it out. I think it's set up all the way around between the LA police and everything. I think they still trying to protect people out there. Hey, Michelle. Exactly. 50 is my favorite troll child. Okay, so he started troll. Let's see what the comments are saying, because I was on the floor. Oh my God, this person said, I never liked Diddy, and now I'm starting not to like Jay either. How are you cool with the man who supposedly knocked off your friend, idol? Anyhow, Diddy is a shapeshifter who keeps big masters from his family when he passed. Jeez, he went in. Look, 50 just saying, Savage King says, 50 just saying what the industry been saying for years. Like, this is not new. They've been new. KPD did this. Look, this person said he definitely had something to do with it. Did he literally block me this morning? Because hundreds of people liked my comment within minutes of him making a post. That's crazy. So the internet went crazy. 50 went trolling, yo. Boy, okay. He definitely petty, 50, but he had me on the floor. I'm sorry. He would have me on the floor. He been calling Diddy out for years. He been trolling Diddy for years, since the radio interview when Diddy offered to take him shopping. Yeah, that was weird. That was suspicious. I um So as you all know, recently some footage from a documentary dropped about Kanye, saying that basically Cardi B is an industry plant to get rid of Nicki Minaj. Do y'all believe that's the case? I think so too, Jayla. Ooh, Quincy Jones. And aren't Quincy Jones and P. Diddy like good point? Good point, Toya. Sis. Mm-hmm. Felicia documentary for Diddy. He making one for Kim Porter. He making one for Kim Porter. He teaming up with Babyface. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Brother Love got to show he loved Kim Porter, even though he beat on her, cheated on her regularly. Allegedly. With my little being allegedly, okay? Had babies on her, everything. Mm-hmm. Sis, talk about it. Child, how he gonna make a documentary that's full of lies? All right, y'all. I'm gonna do a real quick rundown about this Zeus stuff because I just don't even have time. Okay. So another episode dropped of the Baddies on Sunday or whatever. Okay, so now more footage is coming out about Vicky and Tasiki getting jumped or whatever, and allegedly they trying to say that Krishan plans it, but you know they're all over the place because some people are saying like Tasiki should have jumped. She had one job to do, and because Krishan pointed out that these girls was doing stuff like liking her baby daddy comments and stuff like that. She wanted Tasiki to jump on her, and Tasiki was like, "Nah, like I would hurt them. That I'm not no bully or whatever." But I think they had a plan, and Tasiki threw a monkey wrench in it. She's always throwing a monkey wrench in it. So Roly Poly came out, and the sisters all coming out saying that Tasiki wrong or whatever. And I'm just here to say, I don't care. They did all of that to trend, so all of y'all could be talking about it. Because I don't care. I don't care. Krishan is shooting new videos. She signed to a new label and stuff like that. And she is relishing in everybody taking her side and stuff like that. Because she feels like it's just TV. I don't even want to show no clips of it. I'm over it. When is the season going to end? And they doing all this to ramp up for the reunion. And now Krishan's not going to be pregnant. So is she going to be her old Krishan that run and sneak attack people? He did not show her much love. He did not show Kim much love. That's why I don't understand why this documentary is coming out. I'm not on camera no more. Oh, the chat, well, because she got to support herself. Her baby daddy ain't claiming her baby, so she got to support her and Junior. That's why she's shooting music videos. All right, anyway, getting back to the Kanye thing. Here is the clip. But Birdman is speaking out. I'm just trying to figure out if I even care. If I care what Birdman thinks. This clip. This is Kanye calling Cardi the plant.
Yes, Corey CIA. Like he didn't even have to say it. I know it. He's fucking CIA. What are you talking about? Like, what the fuck? Oh, this is my godmother. This is my this. These Illuminati. That's why fucking Cardi B was over there. Cardi B is a plant by the Illuminati. She don't write her raps. She's just there to like sound as ignorant as possible, and then make songs like "Fuck Him" and you get some money. You know, she was literally replaced. You know, Nicki Minaj purposely that they put her there, and now she doesn't know what to do, and she's just a fucking. She has no idea what the fuck is going on. She thinks it's just a blessing from the universe. Ain't no blessing from the fucking universe. That's not some paranoid shit.
You know what? I think Kanye sound pretty sane. Okay, like whatever. If that's what he feel, that's what he feel. Okay.
Said, well, Kanye West, the old documentary of Kanye West dropped, and Kanye West said that Atlantic Records put Cardi B as an industry plant to compete with Nicki Minaj. Do you think that was a thing, or?
I ain't see that, Five, and I don't really pass judgment on other people's things. Nah, that's not my thing. And no disrespect to nobody, it's just not my thing. I never saw it, and if I did see it, I would never pass judgment on that because I don't believe in downplaying people in the music industry in no kind of way. Because if you in this shit, you know how fucking hard it is. If you in this shit, you know how real it is. If you in this shit, you know that niggas die in this shit.
Said, well, Kanye West. Said, well, Kanye West, the old documentary.
I can respect that. Like, I feel like Nicki did that to herself too. I mean, I ain't really, and I know it's a lot of Nicki fans out there. To each his own. Nicki, I never was like a huge fan of her when she came out. That's because I come from like the 90s, 2000 era of hip hop and stuff like that. So when she came on the scene, it was just like different, and I felt like I've seen it before. So I wasn't really that impressed in the beginning with her. Am I going to go get Pink Friday too? I don't know. Like, feel like I heard a lot of the songs already on the radio. I mean, and then once she married the grape, it was just like yuck. I stopped liking her again. But people are like, oh, separate the art from the no, but you say you sample all this stuff, but like stuff is suspicious. Like you helping your brother, that's the pedo, you know, paying for his defense and stuff like that. That was like kind of, I mean, not true.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Suspicious and weird to me, and it just was like another level of turn off for me. So like I'm just not really checking for her like that. So like unless I hear her on the radio, that's the only way I hear her. I have gotten a couple of her songs that was like kind of catchy, like the one with Meek Mills when that album when she was with Meek Mills. Anyone want to buy a heart? I love that song. And the song she did with Ariana Grande. But like when I'm out and we've been putting in a jukebox, no, I don't be thinking about putting on Nicki Minaj music. Like last night I was out, it was a Rihanna night. I was like, okay, yes, Riri, yes, Riri. And y'all know her and her boo, they had a dance off. It was his birthday. They were so cute together. Hold on, y'all. There you go. Shout out to the uncut. They are so cute. They had a dance off. Ain't Riri cute? It's a little lag, y'all. Look at Riri. Ain't she cute? They had a little dance off. It was his birthday. Happy birthday, ASAP Rocky. I love them together. They cute. I love their little family too. I love their little family. Cardi gave me place nobody. Yeah, that's in a second. There we go. I love their little family. Happy birthday, ASAP. This is him answering back to Riri. I just like how chill they are. And this is what Riri gifted ASAP. It was earrings with their son's name on it. I wonder what's going on with his case. We haven't heard anything about that case. They must be working things out behind the scenes. Hey, Essence. Thank you for joining, girl. Yeah, because remember, Toya, when Nikki first came out, um, she wouldn't pay homage to Lil Kim. Her head got big real fast. Her ego is like super enormous. Who stole from K Michelle? Yeah. Look, Esther, you know you can have your opinion. Fashionista. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, like Rihanna has been moved on. It's the hair clip for you. Hey, Marcella. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so they had a little dance off. It looks like they had a good time for ASAP birthday. Esther, you missed when I talked about Basketball Wives in the beginning. Hold on, y'all. I gotta plug up. Oh my God, Essence, which one did you watch? Did you watch Orlando or did you watch LA or did you watch both? Oh, she stole that from K Michelle. You said it was goof or good? Okay, I love the Orlando tea too, because Ashley is messy, child. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the link. We can chat about it for a few minutes. Ashley was messy. Yo, I thought Morgan was about to like floor her. But I like Megan on this Basketball Wives. Chill. I like the drama. But I think it's clear Ashley gonna be the villain. I like Neek. She's a real grown woman. This thing is acting real delayed. I don't know if it's my signal or not. Hey, Essence.
Hey,
Hey, girl.
girl. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, Basketball Wives was lit.
I like the Orlando one.
You know what? I really like the fact that they have both, only because it shows like, hmm?
I'm listening.
Oh, I said I like that
You
they
good?
have both because it shows like, I don't know, it shows that the original formula still works, if that makes sense.
Got
Just
you. That
just
does make sense.
messy. Like the Orlando crew seems like a very authentic bunch. Like they, like someone had already mentioned, like that they have a lot of history together. I think it's really interesting dynamics. And then with the where they at, LA? With the LA crew, I think it's nice to see the how they evolved, how they're evolving.
Oh, okay. I like I'm over the LA crew. I feel like they was just trying so hard, the newbies, to take
Mhm.
down and attack the OGs. And it was just so obvious to me. And I was
Right.
like, oh my God, this is like not good. This is not a good way to start.
But you know what? They gotta get it out the way. I feel like they did that because they gotta get it out the way. You know,
Hey, Juice.
by episode 6, you know, I think everything will be ironed out and stuff like that. I do feel like it was a little bit too strong too soon, but I also feel like by the time episode 4, 5, and 6 comes out, it'll be like smooth over. So I can overlook that, but I love Jennifer, I love Brooke, and like I'm happy to see that Evelyn is not as messy, not as rah, because I was so ready to cancel the show as soon as she did like anything, girl.
I can't even stand Jennifer.
Mm.
And I know one of her cousins too. I can't stand her. I think she's a stuck up snob. And I
Ooh.
think she is like clueless when it comes to men.
Mhm. You know what though? I subscribe to like, okay. This is gonna be controversial, but not I don't like a stuck up woman, but I do like a little bit of a bougie female, you know? Not all the
Mhm.
time though, because I don't have time for that. But if you're like bougie fun, I like that because I feel like I'm all about femininity and, you know, living a soft like Jennifer's trying to do. But if she's snotty, then I can't like excuse that. But overall, I really like Jennifer. I've always liked
She's still
Jennifer.
messy though. She's still messy. And you see how old girl came to her. I was like, this girl is such a punk. Like, why are you telling Jennifer this? Because you know Jennifer and Evelyn don't speak.
Production told her to do that, girl.
And she really didn't like her issue. I was like, girl, are you serious?
I
Your
blame
homegirl can't
production.
fight her own battles.
I First of all, Jennifer don't even know her. You gotta remember what she said. She said that Vanessa like reached out to her. And you know, I don't know if you saw a few years ago, Tammy had did an interview with Carlos, and she broke down like the whole production dynamics and how messy they are. And they be making the girls, like the OGs, meet up with these new girls and pretend like they're friends even though they don't know each other. So I believe that production did that. Production probably told Vanessa to go to Jennifer with her beef with Evelyn to try to get Jennifer and Evelyn to fight on the first episode, but it didn't work because Jennifer was smart enough to tell Brooke, somebody who was more of a friend to Evelyn, so she could stay out of it.
I felt like we were playing a game of telephone
And
last night
was and
watching
was.
it. And I was just like, really?
But Jennifer didn't. You see, because listen, I think what happened. I think what
She
Jennifer
didn't
did was
take the
smart.
bait.
Yeah, like I don't have time to be in a slap down screaming match. And then what's even more messy is that Shanice was there. So I really think that like production told Vanessa to go meet up with Jen and tell her about her problem with Evelyn to so that it could look like Jennifer was being messy and Evelyn could be mad at her and it could be a big scene. But Jennifer was smart enough to pass it on to Brooke, who brought it to Evelyn, and Evelyn knows the game. She's not gonna give this new girl like, too much because she already knows that she's thirsty. So that's what I like. I know that the OG girls know the game as far as production, and it's fun to watch them maneuver around like the bullcrap. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
It does make sense. But ultimately the drama is gonna be between like Brooke and this other lady. But I just didn't like how she was calling Evelyn a home wrecker. What's the lady's name? I didn't
Is
like
she
how
not? Is she not?
I mean, we're talking in regards to the relationship with the baseball player.
She was.
But I feel like it was just some overlization. Like
Yeah, it was.
men lie all the time and tell girls like, "Oh, I'm single," and they not even finished with the last relationship.
Yeah.
And they weren't even married. So how is she a homewrecker?
You know that girl was looking for her 15. You know she was looking for
Girl,
her
you
15.
fell, and I'm like, boo, tomato, tomato, get her off the show.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And I really feel like I feel like with Tammy doing that tell-all interview with Carlos, I feel like the production should have been a lot more careful because I feel like it makes it so obvious when they plant like little seeds to start fights because that made no sense. Like this girl, nobody knows her from a can of paint. Evelyn is cool with the baby mom, so you basically yelling about a bunch of nothing. It was really dumb, but besides the random people, I enjoyed the overall first episode. I enjoyed it. I did. I really enjoyed it. I don't know. I'm all about ambiance. I love a good drink. I love a good brunch. I love a good dinner. So that's why I watch Basketball Wives because
I
I
think
like.
I love Orlando better. I love Megan James.
Oh
Like
yeah,
I've
Megan
been
is giving.
following her since I love she done got her behind done. Okay.
And she
Like
look good. Her hair be laid. You know what? You know what? This is super
I,
random, but Orlando, I really liked Orlando because it's authentic. Like that's like it's giving me Basketball Wives seasons 1 and 2. Like it's so authentic. It's just like watching girls do stuff and have real relationships. I think that the fashions is not fashioning. I just really that's kind of bothering me a little bit, but I can kind of I could look away. That's not a big deal, but it's not giving what I needed to give, and I hate that for me.
it's not giving Evelyn maxi dress first season. You know what I'm saying? But no. But I like Neek. I like her. I like the
Yeah,
way
she's
she's
cute.
moving so far. Morgan, she ain't here
Is she
for
an
Ashley.
alcoholic?
I don't know. I
Girl, because
can't
it's
judge
giving.
that right about now.
It's giving. I drink. It's either she drink too much or she's just angry.
Hey, she just went through a divorce, and one of her good friends was assisting him with philandering in the street
Oh,
behind her
okay.
back.
I didn't
I
know
would
she
be
just went
angry.
through. Okay, I didn't know she just went
Yeah,
through a
she just
divorce.
went through a divorce, behind cheating and stuff like that. And come to find out, my friend's been bringing women to him.
Yeah, that Ashley girl ain't no good.
Ashley, I think Ashley gonna get dragged by the end of the season. I'm
Girl,
telling you,
she
her rat looking face, but she ran from that table in the end real fast. Like, I'm not doing this. My ex now on top of everything you done.
You know what? Doesn't Neek's baby father's ex look like Jaden?
Yes, she does. Dating
Mm-hmm.
Alexis. She does. But I like the way they resolve their issue.
Girl,
It
Nick
was
was like, all right, bye. She was about to close that door. She was like, can I love that for them. I don't want a lot of mess. Like, let us watch a show for once where we can just enjoy, like, watching them do stuff. Like,
I
for a
know,
little
but the
bit.
baby mama, I think, is going to get burned in the end because she's close with Ashley, and Ashley is a snake in the grass.
How you think she handled the the golfing the golfing trip when they were talking about her? How you think she handled it?
I mean, I think she was a stand-up friend. But I kind of think they would kind of overdid it talking about. But Megan is leading the pack, honey. Okay, like, well, this is what I deserve. Okay.
Tell us all about it.
Exactly. And she finally figured out like I'm the only one that likes Ashley here.
and she's like, well, I'm gonna get up and step away. But I just think they had some heat for her. I hope they don't make it a situation where she has to feel like she has to choose sides, because ultimately she could be friends with who she wants.
Yes, that is so whack. That is so whack. Like, girl, like, all right, you don't like my friend. I'm gonna still be friends with her anyway. Let's move along. You know what I'm saying? And like when y'all get into it, as long as everybody minding their business, I'm gonna mind mine.
Exactly.
You know?
How do you think Megan handled the conversation with Morgan telling her that she used to date her ex?
I think whoever that random girl is who brought that up, she tried it. But I also think that Megan went to the golfing thing with her own little bone to drop with the Ashley and talking to that other girl's ex. So I feel like Megan handled it right. What are you supposed to do in that situation? You just say, "Hey, like I did not want to talk about this in a public setting. I did want to talk to you alone, but since it's brought up, we did talk." You know, it happens. It really does happen. Like there's no need for it to be like a huge deal. But I know I felt so bad for Morgan because it's like, dang, why is it always my man?
Exactly. I just feel like it's a bit redundant, but
She did
I
it
kind of
though.
felt like they was trying to relive a Love and Hip Hop moment when Kimbella told Fabulous baby mom that she, you know what I mean, boinked him.
Or Tammy with Evelyn. Remember what happened when she with about Kenny girl? They was dragging each other by the wigs, honey.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I think Megan. I just think that there's no need to be mad, but I feel like with Morgan, like she gives me. I kind of really like Morgan. She looks a lot like Bia. I don't know if you know Bia the rapper. She looks like Bia a lot, but she gives me on edge vibes. Like I never know if she's gonna be like super duper angry or super duper cool. And I don't like that for the show only because Basketball Wives with Brandy and all the other people, I hated it so much because it's like you already know something is coming, some type of stupid fight storyline. I really did not like that version of Basketball Wives. So with Morgan is like I don't want to see a fight every scene, and with
Yeah.
her, I don't know how she's gonna react every single time. So I'm glad that with Megan, she was calm, and I'm glad that most of her anger is towards Ashley, but it seems like Basketball Wives Orlando filmed last summer, and they're showing us like their relationships last summer as flashbacks. And she was really cool with Ashley, so I understand why she's like really all on her face like that. Because girl, don't play with me.
I think that's why they chose her, because she is emotionally vulnerable and you don't know what you're going to get. I mean, I'm telling you, like going through a divorce, you go through levels of emotion. And especially when you have a friend group that's still kind of associated with your ex,
Right.
like, so it's still like in your face. And I feel like when she sees Ashley, it just, she
It's
blacks
different.
out.
Right. And I don't
She
really
blacks
like
out.
I think Ashley definitely plays on her face only for the simple fact is like, girl, like you already
From the
know that
opening
you
scene from Megan's party,
Yeah.
her inviting the extra friend, like, girl.
And then she looking at me all crazy. Like, girl, you see, Megan is my type. I mean, Morgan is my type of girl because that's me for real. That's me for real. I'm like that to a T. If I feel like you acting funny, looking at me funny, I'm like, so what's up?
Yeah.
So what's up? I've always been like that. So what's up? Like, I'm not about to talk with you. I'm not about to play with you. We're not about to act like this is not a thing. What's like what is tea? Because I don't like funny energy. But if you're gonna try to play bougie, look the part. You know what I mean? Like I don't, like I said, I don't mind. I know it's kind of shallow, but I don't mind a bougie female. I really don't. Just don't be stink. And I'm talking about
Exactly. Yep.
Ashley and her friend. Don't be stank. And Ashley don't even
Mm-hmm.
give me bougie vibes. She just gives me like I brought my friend around because I think she's cute and I'm gonna pretend like I'm unbothered with my friend. But at the end of the day, don't look at anybody in a stank way. You're supposed to be fun and happy go lucky and outgoing. I love an outgoing like female friend, someone who's down to earth. I hate stink females. So
Oh, you will love hanging out with me, chill.
I already know it, girl.
What do you think of Mulan? She's
Which
the one
one?
that put the golfing event together, right?
Which one is that? Is that the one with the no? Morgan put the golfing event together.
Morgan put the golfing event together. Mulan is
Is
the
the
one.
basketball?
They were playing basketball. They were on the court, and Neek was filling her in on everything that happened at Megan's party.
I want to say that she has a beautiful, fresh face. That's another weird thing about me too. Nobody asked, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I love when like women when they have no makeup on and they just have like the prettiest, freshest face. I love that. Like you often wear like a bare face, and I really love that. So I
Yeah.
just noticed that she is like really pretty with a bare face.
I love it.
Yeah, me too, girl. You should see me right now.
No, I love my natural. Like
Me too. I
I
love
only
it.
I only do my makeup like when it's absolutely necessary because I just love my natural.
I love a good skincare girly. But the BBL is BBLing, and I hate that for her.
Who for Megan?
For Mulan.
Oh, for Mulan, yeah. Megan got hers done too.
But it don't look Megan's body. Megan's don't look like. It's not giving. You know, I'm a barb, but it's not giving Nicki Minaj. You know, which is a good thing. Which is a good thing. It's not giving Nicki. It's not giving Jada Shavers. It's not giving, you know, all the booties that could use a little bit of a reduction.
Mm-hmm.
But Mulan
Like Jade and Alexis.
Girl, no, Jade and Alexis. She need a redo. She's like the opposite.
Uh-huh.
Mulan need a reduction, like Nicki Minaj.
It looked like they took two big melons and just stuck it on her behind.
It looks terrible. It looks really bad. I really hate that BBL bodies have made it to mainstream television, but I mean, who doesn't have one at this point? I love seeing Neek next to her because it's just like Neek is giving very much thickums, very much natural. I love that. And I'm just looking
I
at
love
this
Neek.
girl.
I love her whole
Yeah.
personality. I love that she's an influencer. I love that she's a tall girl. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
she knows
I
how
do.
to carry herself.
Mm-hmm. Me too. I like that too. For Mulan, I just think that like the body is not giving for me. I hate that for her. I cannot. That's the only first impression I have of her. Really pretty, fresh face, disgusting BBL.
Disgusting BBL. A
Disgusting
BBL is a no on Mulan, you guys.
No,
But
it's not good. They have to see it. They have to see it. Like it's not. I think Neek. I have to see a little bit more of her. I think she might be a Southern Belle. I have a lot of different like weird quirks about like women. I love Southern Belles. They're like my favorite kind of people. Is she a Southern Belle?
I don't know. I
think
didn't
she
hear
might
where
be.
she was from. But is she from Florida? I'm sure. Or she's been
Yeah.
in Florida long. Because Shawnee said that a lot of them have been there for years.
Okay. Yeah, she gives me very like prim and high. Like,
what did you think of Shawnee's prep talk with Megan in the beginning?
I really liked it. That's where she needs to stay. Shawnee need to stay in her business suit bag and stay off of reality television.
I wish Natalie Nunn would get that whole hint.
I wish Natalie Nunn would take a hint from Megan. I wish she would take a hit from Megan. I really wish she would because
Megan really turned it around because it was hard to shake that bad girl image, but she still scraped her way to Basketball Wives and other shows. I'm not even mad. Now she has her own podcast and things like that. So I rock with Megan. And she's actually one of my favorite Bad Girls Club because I love the way she beat them girls down in the end. Like it was dope the way she like
I liked her when she first got to Basketball Wives and she put Dre in her place because like I said, I don't like a bully. I hate a bully actually. I do not like a bully, especially someone who thinks that they benefit from pretty privilege. And I think Drea is, decent in the face, but even what she did with Brooke when we first met Brooke and how she was mad that Brooke got the same photo shoot as her and she walked out off the set and stuff. I'm just not a fan of bullies, especially girls who want to use pretty privilege as a way to like demean other women. So I was already team Megan from then. So when I found out she was back, I was like, yay. And then when she came back and was calm and just her like authentic reason for being in Orlando, like want to move
like
somewhere
it.
else. I want to move somewhere else.
And she really come a long way.
Mhm.
Like Megan, she doesn't have a good relationship with her mom, so she had to learn a lot of things on her own and stuff like that. And I remember before she had that last fight on Bad Girls Club, and her grandmother was telling her like, it's time for you to grow up.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And and I feel like she has been trying to make better choices for her career that's beneficial. So I ain't mad at her. You know what I mean? One of the things I liked her tagline, she was like, yes, I date ballers, I date managers, but I keep my mouth shut because that's how you keep getting more the money. But I wanted to ask you, Essence, did you think it was a little shade thrown there by Shawnee when Megan was talking about Hollywood Group Chat, her podcast, and Shawnee was like, oh yeah, I seen it. And I'm like, Shawnee, you don't watch that stuff.
I know. You know why? Because as a I would be considered like organic like follower or whatever. I just found her podcast because she's reviewing Baddies East, and she's only on episode 2 of her reviews. So the fact that she is now on Basketball Wives in the first episode, first scene, she mentions her podcast. I felt like it was really good for Megan. I didn't even think about Shawnee because I'm like, she did a really good plug because most people in real time watching the show, they're probably just now finding her podcast because of her reviews. So I thought it was a really good business plug. That's what I thought. Because
I thought from Megan's end for sure, she's doing her thing, marketing herself. I've been knew about Hollywood Group Chat, and I love. She interviewed Tokyo Tony. She interviewed Jade and Alexis. She interviewed quite a few people. Megan is getting it. She's getting 100,000 views per week. So like, good job, sis. Like you're doing your thing.
Is she monetized?
Yeah, she's been monetized because she has a following from Bad Girls Club.
Girl, that's a lot of coins.
And Megan's getting it. That's why she's like, I'm gonna upgrade my ass. Okay, all right, and I'm gonna move to Orlando.
Megan, I think Megan was really like taken by surprise too because she probably did not expect it to be this much drama. Which I love. I loved her authentic reaction to it too, because she probably like, oh my God. You know, like me, I don't like a bunch of mess all the time. Probably most of the time I don't like a bunch of mess. But also y'all are on reality TV, so there has to be some mess. But I really hope that there could be more group activities where they just have fun. And I feel like Megan was very messy when she brought up that whole thing about Eric and old girl talking on the phone. And then Ashley's friend, what's her name? The one that looked like Jade and Alexis? I can't remember.
I don't remember her name, and I ain't write it down, so she didn't really make an impact on me.
I really liked her. I really, really liked her. Like, for me, she's the one who stood out the most. I just didn't get her name because she has like a calm, subtle, friendly spirit, and I really, really like that. I'm like that to a fault. I'm just like, even if somebody's giving me bad vibes or the cold shoulder, just for the betterment of our time out, I might just, keep it cordial and just keep it cute. And I felt like she kept it cute as best as she could. So I really, 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 really liked her. I really liked her. I appreciate that she's not a messy ex. Let's talk about that part. She's not a messy ex. She's not problematic. And I just think that Ashley might be, like you said, I think Ashley might be her biggest issue.
She's already. I see it. She's already set up. This is Ashley.
I like her store though. I really like her store. I could see her doing good business. Morgan, girl, I wish you feeling.
Nick.
I like Nick.
She's a vlogger. So that's Mackenzie. Mackenzie. That's her name.
I like Mackenzie.
Yeah, and that's her and Neat resolving their issues. I like that conversation. That's Mulan, Lindsay, Danielle, Nikki.
Oh, I think Nikki's so pretty.
So I think it was a good opening episode. I'm interested to see what happens next week. What about you?
Me too, but I feel like we didn't really get to meet the whole cast because Lindsay only came and sat down.
Mm-hmm.
And the other girl, she came to golfing, and that was about it.
Yeah.
So I feel like
I'm just happy to see fresh new faces. I'm
Mhm.
happy to see the revamping of Megan in her new season. I'm excited for her. I can't wait to see what the show does for her. I know it's definitely going to catapult her podcast, and I'm sure she's going to end up talking about the show on her podcast. So I'm here for it. Mm-hmm.
You know,
kind of like how Dr. Heavily does with Married to Medicine.
Right. And Karen Huger does it with Real Housewives of Potomac.
Exactly. So I'm here for it. I'm like, go Megan, go. I'm happy to see her back. And I'm just glad to see fresh faces because the other one, I was like, they trying too hard.
I feel like the other one is not their fault. I really don't think it's their fault. I think it's production. And being that I know how they are behind the scenes, I feel like by episode 3, like by episode 4 at least, I feel like it's gonna be like resolved. I feel like we won't have. I feel like it'll be more of a better flow. And I've been a fan of Basketball Wives since season 1, so I think that's why I can really appreciate where it is now. If Brandy was still on the show, girl, I'm telling you, I couldn't watch it.
I couldn't stand Brandy too much.
I couldn't watch it. I did not like Brandy at all. She is the worst.
Malaysia to me changed over time, and she got more clothes.
Because she was going through it, and she really didn't want that on camera. That's exactly what that was. Malaysia did not want what she was really going through on camera, and I'm telling you, when it comes to the OG Basketball Wives show, the production is really messy, and I feel bad for them. I really do. I feel really bad for them. I feel so bad for them. And when it comes to Evelyn, I really hope Evelyn does not bring Shawnese around with her everywhere she goes, because that's awkward for me. That's so awkward for me.
I don't know why she always trying to get Shawnese a bag off the show too. But I guess it's because she's grown. She should do her own thing, you know?
And honestly, between me and you and whoever's in the chat, it makes what the rumors say more believable, because why is your mom dragging you to every scene with her? And it's like, it's giving exploitation.
Because what do you think about everybody always having a new man every season? Evelyn has a new man like every time she comes back on the show. Jennifer.
Yes. Oh. They might as well just.
Do you think Jennifer's relationship is just for the show?
I don't know. I really can't tell.
I mean, but let's look at her track record. Like, first she was with Knothead in the beginning. Then she was with
the one she met at the
Sweetie Pies. From Sweetie Pies.
Oh yeah, she needs to hurry up.
Then she was with the scam artist. Her track record is horrible. It's horrible.
I feel like Jennifer is actually genuinely looking for love. So I feel like on her part, it's definitely real. I feel like she was looking for love, and she probably feels like she is in love. But will it last is the question. I hope so. I really do hope so, because I'm a huge fan of Jennifer. I love Jennifer. She's aging like fine wine, and so is Brooke. Evelyn is too. They all look great.
They do look great. I don't deny that. They do look great. But the newbies ruined it. It flatlined for me last night with the newbies. Like,
what about
I've been watching this show for a long time. Look, James said he liked Drea. I couldn't stand Drea after a while. And it's just like her attitude got stank, but maybe it's because of the show and the production. The same thing that happened to Tammy.
Drea got too big for her britches.
She got Erica Mena on them.
Yeah, she got too big for her britches, and she really didn't like the fact that Brooke came through with all her chocolatey goodness and really gave her a run for her urban model money. And I say bye, Felicia.
Bye,
Okay,
Felicia.
you can go. Dismiss. And also, it's been alleged that she's not even taking care of her son. So she got some stuff to hopefully that's not true, but the rumors that came out about her parenting were really bad.
She never took care of her son. Her son was always with her mother.
Yeah, no, but remember they were saying that she was leaving him by himself in the apartment while she was going out and stuff. I'm like, I really feel like when reality TV stars have like really bad press going on in like real life, I feel like they probably shouldn't be on the show because it could be detrimental to their families. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's the same way I feel about Evelyn and Sharnice. Like I feel like if your daughter has really been feeling the effects of a rumor that started on Basketball Wives, why are you bringing her around every single scene?
My thing is, I don't entertain anything that's not true.
Okay. Hello.
Period. And if there's no truth to it, you have no reason to have feelings towards it, right?
That part.
But I feel like Evelyn trusted Jennifer again, and she bit her in the ass. I'm interested to see if Evelyn is as critical of Jennifer's relationship as she was of Chad. And that's where they really fell out when Evelyn got with Chad Ocho Cinco.
But did she lie though?
She wasn't lying, but you know, sometimes you gotta shut up and just support your friend in silence. You know what I'm saying? Even though you know it's a bad, let them. That's her experience, and that's why I kind of feel like they fell out. They started to crumble.
Jen and Evelyn, I really feel like they have one of the best TV friendship dynamics ever on reality television. Like that's gonna be tea that will never die for me. I just love them. Whether it's on, off, or off, never back on. I love that for them. But I don't know. I'm here for Basketball Wives LA for now. They're gonna have to pivot and clean it up, but it's only episode 1, so I feel like Miss Vanessa, she's gonna learn really quickly that she's burning her light a little bit too fast, and she needs to stop being thirsty.
I hear you, but I kind of feel like after Jennifer was giving Evelyn that advice, I'm looking at her choosing her partners, and I'm like, who are you to talk? You're horrible at it.
But Jennifer didn't know they was gonna be crazy.
Well, Tim from CD Pies, I could tell he was crazy by the way he treated his baby mother.
You know she writing a tell-all about him.
Oh my God.
You know, no, she said that man was really insane. Yeah, I think she's doing like a documentary or something. Yeah, she's doing a documentary about, she said that he like allegedly like stalked her and like he was like threatening her and he like moved next door to her. He was doing all kinds of like weird stuff. And she really felt like that was a traumatic relationship. And
it totally was. And obviously she didn't learn anything from her first traumatic relationship, her marriage to the knothead, Eric Williams.
I mean, but how could she know he was that crazy?
Well, you know how they love bomb you in the beginning.
That's true.
Some people can make it last longer than most.
You think she's a sucker for love?
Yeah, I think she moves too fast.
Well, I'm ready to see her journey, and I really hope not. But that would be an interesting storyline if things fall apart. I would be so sad for her.
Exactly. I wish her the best. So I'm interested in seeing next week's episode. I'm looking forward to Orlando. But LA, I don't know. It just kind of disappointed me that the newbies were so rookie, you know, and
yeah, and it looked rough.
They just look rough, and I'm just like, stop it. Just be your authentic self, you know, and let things just happen. Like you're trying to fight someone else's battle. You look crazy.
But that's one part that I feel like I personally can't penalize the whole cast for one thirsty bucket because I don't know you and I don't know what you're gonna bring to the table. And the thing is, because like I'm gonna keep bringing it up, because Tammy did that tell-all interview and she really like broke down like the tactics of production and how you don't know the girls that they tell you to go to lunch with sometimes, especially early on in the season. You don't know what they're gonna say, and you don't know how you're gonna like maneuver out of it. And I feel like with Vanessa, I think even the group might all just turn on her and be like, listen, you're new here and we have other stuff that this group needs to discuss, okay? So we're gonna need for you to sit down, okay? Take your little 15, actually 5 minutes that you got and be quiet. And I really wouldn't be surprised if the cast, all of them collectively, Jackie, Brooke, Jennifer, and Evelyn all like sat her down and was like, listen, you're doing too much. Like, you're doing too much. Like, girl, bye. Like, we don't care about you and my ex baby daddy's ex-girlfriend that I'm okay with. Like, girl, what are you talking about? And if that's all you had to bring to the table, you shouldn't have even been able to join the show. Weirdo.
She was acting like she was gonna be gay. I'm the bill collector. Like, girl, you sound stupid.
I feel like it's up to the viewers to take her with a grain of salt and watch everything else that's going on around her. Like, even another interesting thing is that Brooke threw Evelyn a huge party, and I don't even feel like we got enough time with Brooke and Evelyn to even see where their relationship is for real. That might even have been like a production thing. Like, they probably felt like, okay, like last season, Jackie, because Evelyn wasn't there last season. Last season, they probably felt like, Brooke was probably the better neutral person to bring Evelyn back in the group. But I really don't even see how Brooke and Evelyn are even that close. If that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Maybe they ain't like that. Brooke was in Nicki Minaj video. Who knows?
I feel like that's probably going to be on there. I'm just saying, I really don't even buy that Brooke and Evelyn are friends like that. For her to be throwing her a welcome back party. You see what I'm saying? Because we didn't get a lot of time. We got Brooke and Jennifer at the spa, but we didn't really get any shots with just Brooke and Evelyn. You see what I mean?
Exactly. Who is this talking? I have this clip. Hold on. This shit coming for Brooke. This is reality
I
chat.
don't know. I've seen that. I don't know what this is.
I don't even want to do all of this. Pull up. And
Playana.
She's girl. You threw a drink on me like the punk bitch that you are.
She talking about Brooke.
Was she there this episode?
I don't do all of this. I'm in LA. You in LA. Pull up. That's what I'm saying. Pull up. I'm not going to do all of this back and forth. We don't got to do this. And Evelyn, you out here too. We up the street from each other. Pull up. It ain't no security. Because what the birds do is they time it because obviously, they've done the show. And then they get saved by the bell. None of them really want to exchange. I never seen them actually like exchange or fight. They don't really do that. Right, so, and I'm not, listen, I got a lot to lose. I'm not really on it like that. But listen, we're not going to play this internet game. Pull up.
Clearly,
Brooke.
And that's one thing I want to say. I can't stand when people get on the internet, say they don't do this internet stuff when you're doing it.
It's giving you do it. You know?
Get dressed. I was going to just go check
you
on
just
my
want
egos.
some attention.
I mean, listen, I got time. And you didn't. You play it back. You ain't punch nobody in the face. Bitch, bye. Girl, bye. You threw a drink after you thought you had your senior citizen sorority gathered around and thought that you were I was going to suck my tail. It didn't work out for you like that. It didn't work out for you like that, baby. So when security intervened and you wanted to toss the drink, and yeah, I did swing. None of how you really feel. You got some shit to get off your chest. I might have said 3 words to you. Bitch, no. And that's what them birds. It's like, ain't nobody trying to. There's no admiration. I don't need, and I'm not.
And like she's doing this before the episode drop, and I said, I don't understand.
This is probably the finale episode, mind you.
Like she's exposing the whole season.
Taking out of your wing, y'all didn't do. Y'all have not accomplished shit. Y'all been on the platform for fucking how many decades, and you guys have not monetized, maximized, moved on. I tell you what, I don't know a lot about, what my life is going to look like, but I do know at 50, how you really feel. You got some shit to get off your chest. I might have said 3 words to you. 2 years old, my ass won't be there. I'll tell you that.
But she
like
don't
I said,
look.
the back and
What's
forth.
this, like the
I'm in
fourth?
LA.
Hold on.
Get to it. Pull up.
This the 4th slide, but she don't do this internet stuff. Okay.
Like,
and my thing is, who
that's just
even
like the long and
sent
short
this
of it. Y'all like
to
to play these little internet
platform
games.
this is on, girl? She did.
Reality chat.
She sent this in herself, girl.
This is Clayana.
If you want to get something off your chest, I'm here. We're here. Yeah, but all of that, yes, I did swing on her after she threw the drink.
Mind you,
it didn't connect to her shit.
They
She
haven't
swung and it
even
didn't.
filmed the reunion yet.
Exactly.
So she could catch her at the reunion. Like, girl, what are you talking about? She could.
But you see how with Baddies, when the episode aired, that's when they all start going live. Whoever was involved in the episode.
That's how it always is.
So I think she's doing this to blow the vibes.
She's doing this to get a 15-minute because we never even seen her on episode 1. We don't even know what she looked like.
Who is she even arguing to?
Brooke and Jennifer. Brooke and Jennifer.
Connect.
Oh my God.
So, you ain't punch nobody in no fucking face, bitch. Bye. Then come do it again. 2 years old, my ass won't be there. That's why Jennifer always getting knocked upside the head and shit, because she always run her mouth. And then I'm not a fighter. Then you should shut the fuck up. Because I am.
Oh, well, that's right.
Didn't you let some nigga run off with your car, with your truck?
Oh my gosh,
you dumbass allegedly co-sign.
Ooh.
You if you don't get your dumb ass, you need to get your dumb ass off the internet. You got a lot of bigger things to worry about. Jennifer,
she going
you let nigga run off with your truck. You dumb bitch. What you do? You gave this nigga what, 40 sacks? You dumb bitch.
Who's she talking about?
I think you got bigger shit to worry about. Bitch.
Jennifer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so she exposing Jennifer's relationship then.
The head and shit, because she always run her mouth. And then I'm not a fighter. Then you should shut the fuck up.
Who ran off with Jennifer truck?
Oh, one of her boyfriends. He was a scammer.
Oh. Poor Jen.
I'm telling you, and that's why she didn't have no place giving Evelyn advice. Y'all both bad at it. Y'all need to go to dating classes.
What you think, Miss Curves?
Well, that part about Vanessa, I like Vanessa. I don't mind anybody coming for Evelyn ever. Pick it up from season 1, from where she was trifling and told a whole wife she was non-relevant. Hey, you're about to get your comeuppance. It's all that's happening. I don't know why she's so upset and acting like, I'm not going to let you rewrite my narrative. Bitch, you're a whole mistress sleeping with other people's husbands.
Hello.
Come on now. You have this coming. This is the least of your worries. I mean, if Tammy had her Capri cigarette, you know what I'm saying? If only. Come on now. Don't try to, and then try to come for this woman's marriage, all in the comments as a way to defend your mistress behavior. Please. That's your history. You got to deal with it. Everybody knows how you got Carl. Everybody knows you love a good sports league. Everybody knows. You let it play out all the time. And then you think you're better than them because your aesthetics.
Yep.
And you're not any better than anybody else, Evelyn. Anybody. And I'm glad this lady's first sit down with you is daggers and glass in your iced tea, because you had it coming. And if she didn't do you, you was about to do her. Believe that. You wasn't going to just come in here and be this lady's friend. Please. Please. That's not the Evelyn we know.
And here is
this lady that we just listened to. Hold on.
I like that perspective a lot, actually, because we cannot sweep Evelyn's history under the rug, which is 100% true.
Yeah,
she's a jersey chaser. We know this.
Yeah, but she's also a colorist.
Yeah,
she is. She's
multi-layered.
All right, listen to Jennifer's response.
Previously, we saw Clayana was coming for you, and but I didn't see her in the preview for the show. So, what happened with that?
Not Angela Yee.
Girls come on the show and they feel like they have to come at the OGs to maybe secure their position, be on the next season. Yeah, it's so ridiculous because honestly, I was just trying to figure out where this girl even came from. Mm-hmm. You have to think like these girls come on the show and it has to make sense to the audience. Like, who knows you? Who brought you on? Like, you can't just show up. That's like me just walking in the studio and I sit down. You're going to be like, where did you come from? So I think she had a issue with that, allegedly. I don't know, but Clayana is a straight basket case. And I'm gonna let you guys see on the show how it plays out. But as you can see, she's not in the promos. She's in a couple episodes and she gets X'd out.
Oh, well. Summary. Previously, we saw Clayana was coming.
Okay.
Period. And that's what that's what I was saying, Nadi. I'm like, when you gotta understand that, like, with BasketballWives, like this original cast, the production, they play a lot of random games with people. You don't even know who these people are, and they'll be like, oh, hey, like, there's a girl we like for the show. We think you should go have lunch with them so we can just see, like, how they are with the group. And then when they get on camera, it's like, oh, this is a friend of mine. Like, you don't know her from a can of paint, girl. So now that we know that Jennifer just said that, I'm interested to see how this girl is introduced because Jennifer says none of them don't even know where she came from. Who even are you? Who even are you?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I kind of feel like Jennifer loves a hater. She loves to have somebody to make her have attention to.
Yeah, but even still, though, even if that is true, because it definitely could be, I still think that it doesn't take away from the fact that there are girls who come on the show that are there specifically just to attack, and that's like a problem that reality TV is having in general. Like, it's just so nasty and cutthroat, and that's what Nene was saying on her. That's what she was talking about with Bethany Frankel in her interview. Like, it's just designed for the women to be the worst version of themselves and to just be catty. And so when the thirsty people come on, they do what they have to do. You know what I mean? Just to keep the show afloat. And I feel like this might be one of those instances where somebody came through and was like, well, let me be shady. Mm-hmm. Let me be messy.
Yeah.
Let me be messy. Let me be shady. Because remember, Jennifer just said they don't even know if they're going to be invited back for another season. So they're just trying to get a check.
Well, they did horrible. I think every last newbie should be fired.
You think so? What about the one who's married to the WNBA star?
No, I like that couple. I like that they're bringing the WNBA into it.
She ain't do nothing. And who else was new besides her and Vanessa?
You're right. Oh, guys, I want to get into Quad and Dr. Heavenly's interview. Shout out.
It's no secret that this is the first time, I believe, tell me if I'm wrong, that we've had a reality TV show somebody go through a tumultuous marriage, get a divorce, and then bring back the husband and then the new fiance, which turns into his new wife.
Right.
That's unprecedented. How do you feel about them doing that?
Well, I honestly, I got to keep it real with you. And all the things that you noted and stated have been absolutely true just a moment ago, for sure, in reference to what I've been through and what we see with the ex-husband and the new wife on the show. I feel disrespected. And it's though the conversation was never had with me, and I've been a staple on the show since conception. And so, just knowing that it wasn't a pleasant marriage and people kind of having some understanding and some insight about what transpired in our marriage. And clearly we sat there in New York on the stage with Andy Cohen, and we were very authentic and very real and raw. And so things were stated there. And I just feel like, where was the respect for me when this decision was made? and I know my cast members don't make this decision.
Right. We definitely
you all don't make the decision.
I'm saying, what was the respect for Mariah? Here Quad go trying to drive the narrative to me again. Like, what? Why is she? To be quite honest, she gave the cast her ass to kiss when she was doing the talk show.
I've never seen this show, but it doesn't sound that controversial to me.
What? Bringing the husband back?
Yeah.
I think it's fair. She was able to get a check off of it still. Why can't he?
Yeah. I don't think it's that controversial at all.
Yeah, Shay B. I miss Mariah too. I like Mariah's style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I totally love Married to Medicine. I hate that Mariah did not get to keep her show. I'm very, that's one of the many evils of Bravo as far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
But I feel like also as gang up as it appeared the women were towards Mariah, she still signed something with Bravo that allowed them to take this production away from her.
Yep.
She did that. They weren't in the room when all that stuff was signed. And the way they treated her was like, it was so bizarrely weird. It was like how they were all on the show because she created it. They were all her friends. And then all of a sudden, I felt like there was a lot of gaslighting going on with that whole Mariah thing, trying to act like she was the only one doing something that they were all doing or doing it worse. I don't know if like in real life she was doing some stuff to them or something that made them all turn on her. But as far as her losing the show and being off the show, that was all Bravo. Because that's in my mind.
So they kicked her off after she signed over her over the rights to her show. They kicked her off.
So she created the show. She created the show. She was her inception. She shopped it around. She gets to Bravo. They say, okay. Whatever she signed allowed her to be, I think it was like an either or situation, perhaps, where she could either be EP or act or something like that came up. And then when that started having to be worked on, the women started attacking her simultaneously. She ultimately ended up fired off her own show. She did come back, but it still didn't work out for whatever reason. I don't know what it is.
She probably had you know what probably happened? Two things. She probably had a contract to fulfill, because usually when you sign a contract in reality TV, they give you like a set number of seasons that you absolutely have to fulfill. So maybe her hers was like, you have to do 2 seasons.
Right.
So when she left contractually, she probably had to come back, or when they let her go contractually, she had to be able to come back. And then also, unrelated but still related, there's a guy out here. He has a website called Kim Kardashian Ruined My Life. And
I like him.
Yeah, you know what he did you know what she did?
Yeah.
What Kim Kardashian did was she created allegedly a fake narrative that he leaked to the public that she was working with him, and ultimately got him into a bind where she was like, if you don't allow me to trademark Kimoji, I'm gonna sue you for leaking the fact that we're working together, where in actuality she allegedly is the one who leaked it so that she could steal his intellectual property. So it sounds to me like maybe Bravo got all the girls together to kind of like drive her off the show. You know what I mean?
And they allowed themselves to be used. That's really sad that these intelligent degree doctor ladies would allow these producers to guide them around, and like they're freaking puppets. Like, that's ridiculous, you know? But as far as Quad is ridiculous, y'all. Come on now. It's called Married to Medicine. You're lucky they let you on while you weren't married. You're really lucky. You should just have some humbleness, have some like clarity, like go sit down. You don't even need to say anything. It's intriguing, actually, that they did decide to allow you to stay quad while they got a new wife with G. Even though you had a volatile divorce and it wasn't great and whatever, he is medicine and she is married to him. So I'm just like, grateful is coming to mind when I'm thinking about what she was saying. I'm just like, be a little grateful because look, they don't even need to have you on the show for real now. Now, if Toya and them want to bring it up about she's not even married, why is she here? Exactly. Because now even her ex is here with his new wife. So why have the single woman around all these couples? You know what I mean?
Is he the only male like cast member that's featured?
Is she the only
Her ex-husband, is he the only male cast member that's featured?
No. So Dr. Heavenly has a husband. Dr. Jackie has a husband. Dr. Simone has a husband. Quad doesn't have a husband. Toya is married to Dr. Eugene. Buffy
that's fair.
used to be married to a psychiatrist. When they had Audra the lawyer on, she was married to a dentist also. So everybody's married to medicine, literally.
But you know how like on like Real Housewives, how was housewives, so it's all ladies. On this show, do they feature like the male doctors, or is it like women doctors with their husbands, or is it like some male doctors with their wives?
In this case, the only male doctor is going to be Dr. G when he comes back, Dr. Eugene, who's been on the show since it started with his wife Toya, and Dr. Kimes is Heavenly's husband, and she's also a doctor.
Okay,
So and they're always on the show.
So I don't really see the issue. It's not like he's like the only male featured on the show.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's not the only one, but I just don't feel like she should be upset or feel disrespected.
Right.
That they didn't talk to you. Like, what would have been great about talking to you? We all want to see the shock. We want to see this play out. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going to happen if they naturally and organically ended up like, because Dr. Heavenly had some parties over the summer where Dr. G and his new wife were there. And so if they would have naturally, organically became friends, that would have been nice to watch instead of her know ahead of time and be asked permission. So what? Then the first time she gets in a fight with her, she'll be like, they asked me if you could even be on the show, darling. You know, like what? So
Quad needs to cut it out though. It's not her show, period. And if she doesn't like it, she can find another show.
Exactly. Or keep her podcast.
Yeah, I wanted to touch on this Drake and Joe Budden drama. I mean, Joe Budden is like an asshole. Like everyone has one. Like he thinks his opinion is the be all, the end all, even though he was a one-hit wonder.
What song
I'm gonna say he had one hit, and then we heard nothing else. Next time we seen him, he was on Love and Hip Hop.
I never even heard the one song.
I never even heard the one song either. I was wondering what he was doing on Love and Hip Hop.
This song was, hold on. That's why he switched to podcasting, because the music wasn't musicking.
You know, he lived in my hometown.
He lived in Jersey, where I'm from.
He also lived in Yonkers.
Oh, okay.
Him and Sin, I think her name is.
Yeah, I like that. He creeps me out with the way he deals with women. Like the way it's like he is excited in the beginning and then he just goes cold on you.
Right.
I think the only person that knew him was really knew him was Tahiri, because that's the one he wanted to marry, and she said no.
She had to get up out of there.
Remember his song Pump It Up?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Pump it up.
Just Blaze.
All right, so he thinks he's the end all, the be all of opinions and music industry on his podcast, even though he had this one hit wonder, and he has so much to say about Drake's new album. Has anyone heard it?
His album or what he said?
His album.
I have.
Drake. I haven't heard it yet. I haven't downloaded it. Let's see what he has to say. Shout out to It's On Site.
I miss the Drake that was rapping for the rappers. I miss the Drake that when he dropped, the rappers hit him. Not these little fucking kids. I don't give a fuck about you and Kai Cenat. That's gonna sound like hate.
It is.
It's not hate.
It's not hate. It is. It's not hate.
Go find some niggas your fucking age. Hang out with them. Get some of that sauce.
That's not what keeps you. No, that's not what keeps you popping.
Older niggas
Fuck
buying
these
music.
kids.
That's not what keep you popping. And if that's the game he playing, I gotta play this game.
All the older
popping.
niggas streaming music and buying it, Joe. No,
dog.
All that listen to old school shit all day.
All that shit y'all saying for me applies to the field. I have long before called this nigga the golden child. Different set of rules apply.
Correct.
He's him. He is not one of them that y'all telling me about. I don't hold him there.
Dog, this album is going to be the most streamed album in Spotify history. Why?
When you that,
even if it ain't good,
when you that type of golden, you got the glow. You feel it when you got that glow. When you that, yeah, nigga, you walking in with the glow. I do what I want, and that's what's going to be popping. Whatever I want is going to be popping.
So where's the motivation then? With what you just said, where's the motivation, Greg? If I could do whatever I want to do, and it's gonna pop, it's gonna be number one, it's gonna do all of this. Where is the motivation?
That wasn't what I was saying, but that was a double entendre. But wait, that's not what I was saying, but that was a double entendre. I was saying whatever I do is going to dictate.
Yeah. So now you could do whatever you want.
You can do whatever you want.
But to Ice's point, I'm agreeing with Ice. But when J. Cole comes in that booth and y'all was there together, that's your motivation.
Mm-hmm.
You don't go Marlene, Darlene, Charlene, Felicia. I don't give a fuck.
And that's why I have a problem.
That's where your motivation comes from.
Look, hold on.
And
that's
y'all can't do that and then tell me that y'all the Spider-Man me. Because no, it wasn't.
Who said that?
Whoever said it.
That's my problem.
All right. Do y'all respect what Joe's saying? This is my thing. Drake is playing the game how he needs to play it to be successful and things like that. And I think he's saying that he's taking some time off from the music industry just to focus on some things for himself. To me, Drake has always been very versatile. He's always been R&B hip hop, and he always went back and forth. That's why I wasn't surprised when he dropped the whole house music album. Okay, like I love Sticky or whatever. What do you ladies think about what Joe is spitting? And then we'll get into Drake's response.
That didn't make any sense to me. That whole entire bit he just did made no sense. I could not understand what he was trying to say. Because for one, where was that energy when Offset did a whole 24-hour stream with the same kid? Did you have anything to say? Because Offset literally just did a whole 24-hour stream. Secondly, I have not seen Drake hang out with Kai Cenat. If he had, it would have gone viral, and I have not seen it. So I'm not understanding where that point of view is coming from. Third, Drake has put in enough work to where he can play around with his sound, like you said. He can do whatever. Literally, Drake can do whatever he wants right now because he has.
I think it gets
put in work.
jealous, like by
It
him
made no
saying, "Oh,
sense.
she's a golden child."
To me,
Drake's not even a golden child. He's not even a golden child anymore. Drake is a veteran, and he has surpassed being the golden child. He's not. I would say Little Baby is a golden child. I wouldn't say Drake is a golden child because Drake is like Beyonce, not maybe on the same status, but in the same way where it's like it doesn't matter what kind of music they release, people are gonna listen to it and at least try it and be opening to hearing it. You know what I'm saying? He's not fighting for
I
anything.
like that he's versatile, though. I like that he's versatile.
Yeah, but
Drake.
it's what he was saying.
What do you think, Curve?
Oh, I was just gonna say that, to what Joe Budden said, and why is he starting stuff with Drake? Joe just likes being salacious. He's another pick-me. He'll say anything for people to be talking about his interview or what he said to be a soundbite. That's it. Because he just has been in the newsfeed too much. He's been in the newsfeed too much. Is he trying to be like Howard Stern? You know what I'm saying? Like why? Yeah, like just shocking.
This wasn't even shocking. I don't know what this was.
This is how I feel, you guys. This is how I feel.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Okay.
May God have mercy on your soul. That's how I feel about it.
Exactly.
What was he even saying? That made no, like, literally, like, I have not heard this. And for the past few days, everybody's like, oh, Drake ate Joe Budden up or whatever. And I'm like, okay, look, if it's trending, I ain't in it. I'm not watching it. I don't care. You're not about to tell me what to pay attention to, okay? So now that I'm hearing it for the first time on your channel, what he's saying makes no sense. Like, he's like, oh, Drake, you know, you need to be, what did he even say? Like, he needs to be like more in tune with the older
people his age. He said
that
people
makes
his age.
That's not even Drake's
Stop
demographic.
Younger people.
That's not even Drake's demographic. That's not even Drake's demographic. Like, what is he? Literally, what even was that?
I know. Let's get into what Drake had to respond.
Girl.
Let's get into the response. And he added Joe Budden, like, this is for you, sir. Okay? He said, you have failed at music. You left it behind to do what you were doing in this pit. Because this is what actually pays your bills. For any artist watching this, just remember, you are watching a failure. Give their opinion on the idea of a recipe for success. A quitter. Give their opinion on how to achieve longevity. You switch careers because the things that popped into your brain had you broke. Living cliche to cliche.
That's check, girl.
I don't know.
That's check. And Drake
check
is real
check
spicy for writing it like that. Okay.
Living check to check. And the raps, you're right. 450 men showing up to your shows in dusty and needy jeans to screw up their face to Musique 29 and pretend you are the GOAT. Please, to an artist that's doing what they feel is right. Don't let these opinions affect your mindset after the fact. This guy is the poster child of frustration and surrendering. You retired and never hung up your jersey. We don't even remember your number.
Drake doing too much.
Know you withdrew from rap, not because you accomplished all you needed to. It's cause it wasn't working for you. I never want anybody in the generations to think that everybody's entitled to their opinion is a real thing. This is a man projecting his own self-hate and the fact that I did and continue to do everything he wanted to do for himself. If you need to put in simpler terms, I own a 767. He owns a modest house in the 973 and flies first class on special occasions. Not coming for Jersey, okay? That's not
Drake. I'm side-eyeing you, sis.
I love it.
I'm side-eyeing you, sis. Did you snap your fingers after you wrote that?
Don't come for me unless I send for you. That's what Drake just said. Don't come for me unless I send for you.
But he could have just.
That's it.
No, I get it. I get it. I really get it. I love that actually. I'm glad he said what he said because this podcast culture is getting real toxic. But I'm also side-eyeing Drake because that was a whole lot.
But it's not even the podcast culture. It's everybody thinking their opinion matters.
Yeah.
And to me, at least I want an opinion and a critique from someone that's at least on my level, on my skill set when it comes to musically.
He ate him up.
He's not it.
That was
He's not it. But he was very sassy.
Very sad. Thank you. I'm sad.
Hated it.
Girl, Drake really did snap his fingers after he wrote that, and
Yeah.
he read it twice before he posted it.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is the check to check for me. It's the check to check for me.
Check to check.
Spelt like that, girl. I don't know. Drake is one of the girls, and you know what?
He's very emo.
I don't know what is going on with Sir. I don't know what
Drake that's it, period.
Yeah, it was a lie. I don't know if his assistant wrote that for him or if he was just feeling real. I just feel like what Joe Budden said didn't even. I mean, I'm glad Drake responded. Actually, yes.
Yeah.
But I felt like I approve. Let me stop. I approve of what Drake had to say because it needed to be said. It needed to be said. It really did. These guys gotta stop. They gotta cut it out.
I mean, and even though we couldn't even understand what Joe said,
on mute. Guys, White Hennessy is coming to the States, and I am excited. I love White Hennessy, and I'm tired of paying people when they go to the islands to bring me bottles back. I can't wait. I love me some White Hennessy. I'm
Mm-hmm. Yes, but I also like exclusivity too. Like I like exclusivity. I feel like when something that is usually hard to get becomes more attainable, it kind of ruins the thing. So I'm wondering.
I
feel
wait.
what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
It might change the recipe. It might weaken the recipe. It might change the makeup because it produces more.
You know, it's kind of like when your friend goes to Hawaii and brings you back macadamia nuts, but now you can get macadamia nuts here, but you just never buy them. But whenever your friend brought them back, you were like, "Ooh, these are so good."
Right.
So yeah, so like access does kind of diminish things sometimes.
And also,
it's kind of like a Corona in Mexico tastes different than a Corona in the United States.
Right, exactly. And everything, I mean, it's not a secret. A lot of the stuff in the United States could put a rat to sleep forever. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just excited that I'm not going to have to fly out to get it. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. But I don't know. I'm that's actually really good news. But you know how our people are, girl.
I'm telling you.
You know how our people are. They're gonna be acting a
Did y'all
fool.
see this story about the squatter from hell?
Yes. Oh my gosh. This sounds about white.
You know, a black lady did this too. I don't know if you saw it, but a black lady did this too.
Oh, for 520 days in a really rich neighborhood.
B tenant is refusing to leave, overstaying her welcome at a luxurious guest home in LA unless she gets paid $100,000. Elizabeth Hirschhorn booked a long-term stay at Dr. Sasha Jovanovich's guest house in September of 2021 until the spring, bringing her rent total to over $20,000. But since April 2022, she's still been living at the home rent-free and refuses to leave unless she gets her requested six-figure relocation fee from Jovanovich, according to the LA Times. Though Jovanovich has been trying to evict her and has sought help from the city and lawyers, it's not that simple. Hirschhorn had reached out to the Department of Buildings and Safety, which found violations, an unpermitted shower, and that the unit was not approved for occupancy. After she sent these to the city's housing investigator, the investigator reportedly concluded that Jovanovich had to withdraw his eviction notice until the unit was in compliance since its current status violated city codes. But according to the LA Times, Jovanovic also alleges that Hirshhorn blocked him from accessing the home to retrieve necessary permits and to make repairs. And because Hirshhorn had stayed in the home for over 6 months, the outlet points out that she qualifies for LA's Just Cause Ordinance, which basically states the landlord is required to pay for relocation assistance if there are no legal grounds for eviction. That is where Hirshhorn's request for $100,000 comes in. For more on this story, head to dailymail.com. An Airbnb tenant is...
That is crazy.
That is funny. Isn't that insanity? That is so funny.
Exactly.
But
Wow.
she didn't sign a lease, though. She didn't sign a lease, so how can she be considered a tenant?
It's possession.
That's what I don't understand.
Well,
It's possession.
she found a loophole. She found a loophole where his space wasn't up to code.
Yeah, but
for that, he had to withdraw the eviction.
I'm trying to see how she even qualified to be considered a tenant in the first place. You know?
And it's an Airbnb.
Right. I know the other lady, the black lady, she booked her Airbnb. The lady was going out of town for a month. And in the state she was in, it was considered a squatter's right after a month. So the lady has squatter's rights and didn't have to leave. So I wonder if this is like the same situation, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta check the bylaws before you. I always thought Airbnb was suspicious, guys. Like I just felt like it was
Seems a
too
little
loose,
risky.
you know,
Seems a
and it's dangerous.
little risky.
The story, like one of my family members went out the country, and she was in an Airbnb, and they had like double booked the Airbnb, and some strange man came walking in the house, like scared her and her son half to death.
Yeah.
So a lot of them they're not really safe to us, period.
Another way to like do that in a lot of states is just if the person gets there and immediately has mail sent to them, then it's considered their house without a lease. Also. And then then in that case you would have to go through the full eviction process and take your chances. But then if a person like her that was savvy enough to understand that, yeah, you have to have your SHIT together to evict somebody for real. But a lot of people don't understand that. Not to mention what I found really upsetting about this particular freaking story is that all the thousands of homeless families in Los Angeles right now, I'm pretty sure they didn't get a relocation fee or anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous that she can even make a demand based off of that, you know?
Seriously.
Because if you do have a lease, then it's written in there that regardless of maintenance, your rent is still due. You see how they got you?
Exactly. But she was able to do it. Like, there's no agreement on the Airbnb besides what you booked. Like, she splintered this. She found all sorts of loopholes.
The thing is, when you sign up to host on Airbnb, you're not supposed to rent out your property for an extended amount of time because
for this reason,
you can have squatters' rights.
Right. So Airbnb is trying to protect the people, and people are getting around the rules and this is what you get.
And it seems like he wasn't supposed to be renting that unit out anyway, because technically speaking, as like a some people can get like a LLC to be like considered like a bed and breakfast. You have to. That's probably why he had to be up to code, and because he wasn't even up to code, he already like broke the rules. So he shot himself in the foot.
Right.
Technically.
Yeah. All right, guys. Last thing I wanted to talk about is this war in Israel. The Hamas have attacked them over the weekend, and it is so much going on over there. Women and children are getting beaten and battered and blown up and stuff like that. And I'm really interested in the role that This is Clarissa Ward. She had to take cover in a ditch. I'm really interested to see what United States, because Israel is one of our allies, you know, what their role is going to be in this, because we're broke. We're broke as hell. And I'm just so tired of saving all these other, like, why can't we help our own country?
Why can't we get reparations?
All that, like, it's going down over in Israel.
I must say, I'm with Free Palestine. I'm not with colonizers. I'm not with like full hardcore terrorist tactics of gentrification. The land was occupied by an entire nation of people when the Belarus thing happened, and people not from that country even decided, oh, hey, all the people that we saved from the World War II thing, let's fly them to these people's house. And then they were welcomed with open arms initially. And then they found out that it was going to be some type of long-term, something was happening on their land that they didn't know about. They did all kinds of things in order to maintain their rightful land. What the people came over and said when they got off the plane is, hey, we're on our holy land. The Palestinians are like, according to what script? Because this is our house. Like, you literally got flown here. So what did you read that has you thinking that my house is your house? And they got answered with that, with support from everywhere around the world against this nation of brown Muslims that have a whole right to life. They were living their life on their land. And over the years, if you look at any map, you can Google a map, and the map will show that it used to be a real big swatch of one color that used to be Palestine. And now that's the tiniest portion left of what's its mother country, because the people that got flown in were then aided in constantly encroaching on what was left of the Palestinians' land. And this thing called the Gaza Strip is like the stronghold where they're like, you're not taking this. This is the last thing you're not taking, because they literally have taken everything else from the Palestinians. For a long time, the Palestinians had like sticks and rocks, you guys. They were literally throwing sticks at helicopters. I mean, they were literally throwing the rocks at helicopters. They don't even have nothing. People cut off everything to them. They don't get no food, no water, no electricity. It's horrible over there. They cut them off from the world because they're trying to aid these people in continuing to encroach on their land. And so I'm with Free Palestine. I know it's horrible, but this right here, what you're showing me right here, I saw this movie a long time ago. It was called Wag the Dog. Wag the Dog. And the movie was about how media and mass communication outlets, it was in their interest to show us things and images, to have us thinking something, to either gain support or make everybody against something. And it's like, okay, I'm sad that they're saying all of these things are happening. Like they said today, something about 40, and I was like, no way. But they're just saying it. They're not showing us nothing.
No, they're not.
You see? So I'm like, okay. That's what I feel. And, but I'm also sorry when anybody has to go. And if you weren't breaking in somebody else's house, they wouldn't feel the need to defend themselves.
Exactly. It's giving weird. It's giving like how they did the Native American Indians back in the Indians and all of them back in the day.
Yep, exactly.
It's the same formula. Yeah. I wonder what do they need from that land so bad?
Well, from what my daddy tells me.
Is it oil?
It's not oil only. There are a lot of resources there, but it's the position of it is like halfway to someplace and halfway to someplace else. So if that place is your ally and you have an enemy over here, then it makes you that much closer to your enemy to be able to respond to threats. So that's part of the funneling of what they call aid to a country that, I mean, look, from the books that they're taking out of Florida, it's alleged at this point that Black people were brought over and foundational to the creation of what is now America and all of the industries that it had at first. Sugar, tobacco, cotton, you name it, we did it, we built it, right?
Yep. Yeah.
And it's the same kind of pressure that these people are having on them now over there, but they're getting all this support. Even President Obama today was like, Americans should be appalled that Hamas, that's only been around since 1997.
Yeah.
This has been going on for like decades before 1997. Hamas is just basically like they said the millennials of the people, and they grew up with this, and they're like, we don't have nothing to lose. We're what you do, we do. We learned it from you. You know what I'm saying? So, but they're like trying to villainize these people, and it's kind of like, it's weird, especially today is World Mental Health Day, and this kind of like flip is being forced on us, where these people are literally defending themselves, but the people we're being told that Israel is defending itself.
Okay.
You know what? The devil is very busy, and he is definitely the cause of the wars. And I just feel like when it comes to like humans trying to interfere with like something so evil, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
I feel like, it's not gonna work, and it's just gonna get worse and worse. And I feel like war should never be the answer ever. That's just how I feel. Yeah, I just think it's sad.
So sad.
It's a testament of the Revelations. We have to expect more of this to come.
Right.
Greed is what's driving this right now.
Greedy. How dare they say we don't have enough? Not another American should be homeless, and before, and then you can send some more dimes to Ukraine, to Israel, wherever you need to send some aid. But how's us Americans? How's us people here? Give us our health care. Give us our.
We're not
you
good.
Know what I'm saying?
Remember, Curves, we had the panel the other day with Juice. If how can I fix someone else's crown if my crown is not on straight? You understand?
Exactly. Yeah. And that's the problem with America. They're always walking around like they got BDE, bouncing, walking into other people's territory, swinging their thing around, knocking stuff over and saying, do this because we said, and fix your crown, dude.
I wonder who's ever here to help America.
Yeah.
You know what? But that's the thing about human government. They'll never be able to fix all the problems everywhere. It's never going to be resolved. Like, it's always going to be something going on in the world. And that's just how I see it.
Barbaric behavior has been perpetuated going back centuries. This behavior, it's mine. I'm going to take it. If you won't give it to me, that barbaric behavior has been going on since the beginning of time, okay?
I just
think everyone's just following formulas.
It's the devil. It's the devil, and this is his world, and he rules it. And as long as he's ruling it, it's going to be chaos. But I want to comment on the video. I do not identify as a conspiracy theorist. However, I don't see the imminent danger in this video at all.
Me neither. That's what I'm saying.
I don't either.
You guys, I promise. Have you ever seen Wag the Dog? Like, Google it, watch it. It's so good. You will be like, no way.
This is so extra.
As soon as she first of all, she's not even in a ditch. She's laying
She's
sideways.
not even in the ditch. Thank you.
The cameraman is laying sideways along with her, and when she gets up, there's no fire, no smoke, no debris, no crumbles, no debris. The city is intact, and the smoke is so far away. The man next to her has on glasses. He is on the phone. That means there is electricity and a signal.
She nowhere near the war zone. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a form of propaganda. Like,
I'm praying for God's kingdom. That's it. I can't. I'm gonna let Jesus do it. I'm gonna let him do what he got to do, because it's gonna get worse. Like, propaganda is gonna get worse. And I saw even article about how AI and the rise of AI is gonna make it even harder to virtually know what is real and what is fake news.
Exactly. But it's up to us to use our logical brain, people. And that is the reason why I'm looking to have dual citizenship in another country. It hits the fan here in the United States.
You got to get up out of here.
That's y'all war. Y'all created.
The Bible say it's gonna be everywhere though. It's not gonna be. You're not gonna be able.
In certain areas, I'll be willing.
You feel more comfortable.
Yeah, I feel more comfortable.
It's gonna be everywhere. That's why I feel like war is never the answer, because if there was more love in the world, then we wouldn't be fighting, But this is the world we live in now. Like, it's full of hate and evilness. And I feel sad.
Do you ever feel like, I love what you're saying, do you ever feel like we can change it? Like, not only on a personal level, but if enough of us personally do what we do, to like try to change this frequency, at least it'll be a little nicer. And there is like, okay, you guys, there is like this one person that's running for president that wants to have a Department of Peace to combat the war.
Do you know that in the book of Revelations, it talks about a lot of different prophecies, and one of the most forgotten or overlooked prophecy is the prophecy of peace and security. And the Bible says that when they cry peace and security, that's when the Great Tribulation will happen, which will kind of be like, think about what's going on in Israel, but everywhere. Like, everywhere. It's going to be, the Bible says it's going to be the worst time in history, even worse than like the Spanish Inquisition. And you know how bad that was. I know when I was in high school or whatever grade I was in, and we would see pictures of them doing stuff to people just because they had a certain like religion or whatever. It's going to be worse than that. So I feel like, no, there's nothing we as humans can do. We literally need like spiritual intervention, because this is the world we live in. It's full of depravity. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. And that's just for the people who like are Bible readers, who believe in the Bible, to really look into the prophecy of peace and security. They're going to try and tell us like, oh, we made peace. We made world peace, but it's impossible.
I don't think it's possible.
It's not possible. And that's literally in the Bible. Like, it's not possible. They're going to try to tell us it's possible so we could get comfortable and relax.
Never put your guard down. And I say everybody stay prayed up. Look, Fed said we will be seeing more things happening now. Crazy times. Family, be safe. Exactly.
Yeah.
Just prepare. Feds also said, let us protect our sanity.
Yeah.
Change it starts with God. And Fed says, live our best life. I agree with all of that.
Definitely.
But it doesn't hurt.
As long as you have politicians playing dirty war games behind the scenes, pissing people off, It's never ending. And the Bible said that it will come a day, like nations will rise against nations.
Yes.
It's in the book of Revelation.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a testament of the time we in, having these back wars. But who's going to keep funding this stuff? Eventually, it's going to fall apart.
You know what? It's not, and even though it's all connected, but to even take a step away from the Bible, they're on the opposite end of the spectrum. People say, "Oh, it's going to be like a new world order, whatever." It's all the same kind of thing, because at the end of the day, what's really funding all of this hate is greed.
Yeah.
And there's always gonna be a power that is greedy, evil, and hungry. And as long as evil persists, we're gonna have these problems. That's another reason why the Bible says, like, the meek will possess the earth, and wickedness will be no more, because that is what has to go away. Wickedness is the problem, and people.
And I don't think that it's even possible for
that
to even happen, because as long as you have human will, human being, it's always going to be one bad apple in the bunch. Okay, like,
yeah, they're imperfect.
Look, back in the day, especially with the royals and everything, they made religion the basis of the forefront of things, and look how evil they were to each other.
Yes.
But and see, this is my thing. Until people truly start really walking with God seriously, like, and not cherry pick what it means to worship God, okay?
Yeah.
You see it all the time. You see it with Krishan. Like, although I pray for that young lady, she cherry picked what she wants to be religious about. All right. So you weren't religious when you were having premarital sex with Blueface, right? You weren't religious when you were taunting Alexis, dating Alexis. You weren't religious then?
Apparently
you
not.
weren't religious when you were attacking all those girls on Baddies. You weren't a Christian then? Okay. Oh,
well,
it's just TV, so you justified it in your mind.
Everybody is able to repent, everybody can repent for their sins, but when it comes down to it, like, when you dedicate your life to God and get baptized, that's when you vow to live and to walk in his way. That's what baptism is. You're giving your life to God. So if she made a vow to God to walk in his way, and she's, not saying that we don't all sin, we all sin, every one of us, but at a certain point in time, you have to be determined to be obedient. And I feel like a lot of people today are shying away from a relationship with God because they feel like it's so, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, I'm gonna fail, it's not about that. You need to be in that word, because that's gonna be the only thing that's gonna save you. For real.
Just feel like the whole family, especially with Krishan family, use God as a way to barter attention, because they know there's a lot of people that walk with religion.
Yeah. A foolish way to be. But
I just say sometimes their actions don't match what they say.
The industry, though, we had this conversation too the other day. The industry is very anti-religion, specifically. Yeah, specifically Christianity is very anti, Christianity. So she could even be playing in God's face for all we know. We don't know what she do behind closed doors.
We know enough. So I just think the whole family is sick, period, and they just need to get therapy. I'm gonna say it again. Dr. Ish, please intervene. All right, ladies, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. I need to eat. I need to shower. I need to get myself together for tomorrow. I got the dentist. So.
Right on. Well, thanks for having me. This was a great combo.
Yeah, this was really good. And I've seen you around. I've seen you around, Curves. I cannot remember where. I think it might have been on Diva's channel.
Yeah, I used to go to Diva's house a lot.
Okay, yes. So I've definitely seen you around before.
Right on. Good to see you again.
Thank you. Thank you, Nadi.
Oh, you're so welcome. I hope you ladies have a wonderful evening. I'll look for you ladies in these YouTube streets.
Yes, let me turn on my notifications too because I did not know you were live. I came like an hour late.
It's all good. It's all good. I had to do a long day today, like, because I don't know what days I'm gonna be able to go this week. So, and plus I have stuff planned on the weekend, so I'll probably be vlogging for you guys. Fingers crossed.
Ooh, yeah.
Remember, Curves, I told you I was gonna be in that video, so it's finally this Saturday because they kept postponing it.
How
exciting! I'm planning on vlogging that for you guys, and it should be fun because KG from Naughty by Nature is gonna be there. I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch of people there.
Right on.
This past weekend, I don't know if you remember the hip hop group Artifact, but they toured worldwide. I was hanging with the lead singer from there. Sunday, we watched football together. He was dope.
How cool! I know. Go for it.
I'm just using, the people my connect.
Oh, I'm watching. I'm tuning in, girl. So get as much footage as you can. I love vlogs.
Oh, yes. So, yeah, I have a big weekend ahead of me. So, and then work is kind of hectic. So, if you guys see me like slow down on live, like this time of year, it's starting open enrollment. And sometimes I just don't have the energy after doing work all day to come on live because my job, I'm constantly problem solving all day.
Yeah.
So my brain wears out sometimes. And I just don't have enough left to go over this celebrity crap. But just know I'll make it up to you in a longer live or something like that, or we'll go someplace nice. Like I have Powerhouse coming up at the end of the month. Me and my cousin are going there. So that should be fun. I'll plan on vlogging that. And then me and my friends, we're trying to figure out what we're doing for Halloween.
It's homecoming. Or maybe I'll do a vlog too.
Yeah, I would love it.
Yes, girls, homecoming. Child, I'm gonna go to a day party.
Exactly.
Wow.
So yeah, I did.
Okay, darlings. I love you. Thanks a lot,
I love you, ladies.
Have a good night. Bye. Thank you for having me.
Have a good night, ladies. Oh, so that was such a good show. I hope you all enjoyed. Please make sure you go over to Logic Curves and subscribe. Essence Curves, if you have your links, you could, I'm not funny like that. You could throw them in the comments. Make sure you smashing that like button, sharing my content on your different social media platforms. All my haters.
And I wanna say thank you in case I don't thank you enough.
I love y'all too. Y'all keep the wheels turning over here. All right. So that's all I have for you guys. You heard what was coming up. I hope you guys can join. I appreciate all my supporters. We're going to leave it in the comments. Make sure you support your girl. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. 1.